Hello.
Hello.
You may turn my volume. Oh, the Pikachu's! Cute.
Yeah, Alexa.
Hi. Oh, there's so many Pikachu's!
Holy shit.
Oh
So
my
many
god.
Pikachus.
Yeah.
Crazy.
They were all like facing properly, but then when I reloaded it,
Yeah.
they all faced one direction. I believe everybody's joining except I don't think Leppa's joining and
Lappa.
Ella, obviously. But... Oh, I think my game
Who?
sound is way too loud.
How was Noit Rain?
Oh, it was good. It was cool. We played with like a mod that adds a bunch of like weapons from
Oh, cool.
the DLC and from Dark Souls 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna get the ending today though. I'm feeling good about it.
Yeah, so my chat told me if you lie again for this, like, this is a 7th week.
Well,
right,
so
of
like
beating the game.
the thing is, it kind of depends on, you know, how we do. So I looked up basically like how we get the ending. I haven't like seen the ending or anything, but just like the steps required. We need an apparatus, we need 2 oil barrels, and we need the operating panel or whatever. I don't know if you guys remember that. We found that on the map with the big eye. Yeah, so I think we're gonna go to that map with the big eye first, and we're gonna go hopefully get the operating panel, and then maybe we can also find there is one more moon that we haven't gone to. There's like a tape we could find on that moon, but that's for a different ending. So I don't like if we find the tape, that's great, but I don't think we're gonna.
Yeah, we shouldn't prioritize.
Yeah. And then we're gonna go to Repress, which is... Well, you guys will remember it when we get there. We went there before to like try to do the ending, but we didn't have the stuff we needed. Larks is too quiet. Wait, really?
What? Did you look up under the skirt of the 2B Duchess skin?
I mean, when you run, her ass is just kind of like exposed anyways, so...
Caught?
Almost.
Hello.
Hi.
Can't jump it. Can I jump today?
The classic car block. So funny
Yeah.
that car.
I thought we didn't even have a car.
I don't see a car. Am I crazy?
Oh. Oh. Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Going in the freezer.
No!
What?
Not the freezer.
Freezer
Want
is
a
love.
Pikachu in there with you?
Yeah. Thank you.
How about 2?
Nice. Chili. Oh, there we go.
There we go. Hi guys. Hello.
Hello.
Oh my god!
Huh?
I thought I heard Demented.
Shut the fuck up, Roxa.
Heard you had a good day today, Salad.
Oh, really?
A good date?
Yeah, he was having
No.
a ton of fun with Dark Souls
Skull?
rando.
Yeah, I took Dark Souls 1 out to
Oh,
dinner and then it fucked me.
Oh, wait.
That's a good date.
Oh. Oh, it is.
Not a good day.
Did you see the new rando for Dark Souls, Lobos?
New rando? No.
Well, you can randomize the bonfires now. So
Oh.
they can spawn anywhere.
hell yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty cool, and it's like
Okay.
randomizes which bonfires you could warp to as well. So
Interesting.
yeah.
Let's go.
Apollo said go on without her because she's finishing off some
Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
And then
Yeah, I
Ain
know.
said he is joining after dinner.
I'm never recovering from
It's all
this.
falling
What if we
apart.
just beat it before Ain even finishes his dinner?
Yeah.
Oh, let's do
Speedrun,
it. That'd be
let's
so
go.
funny. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah,
I'm
I
locked
mean,
in.
yeah.
Sure, time for that big cutscene again.
Yeah.
True.
Oh yeah, we got a ton of suits. Suit up, if you want.
Oh,
Okay. Is there a birthday suit?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Just still didn't put the jiggle mod on.
True.
Yeah. It's alright.
Okay, I suited up.
All right. So we are going to the Big Eye planet, and we need to find the operating control panel thingy.
Did
Also,
we take anything for it?
what do you mean?
Oh, do we need to like? Are we placing an item there or anything?
I
or-
don't think so. I think we just need that material. Apparently, there's also a videotape on this planet that spawns that unlocks the one moon that we never went to, which is also tied to a different ending, but that's not the one we're going for. So,
Okay.
yeah, we are going to Hicks. Watch out for the tentacles. Hopefully, we don't all.
Bro, what the fuck is with the Pikachus in here?
What? They're friends.
They're having a good time, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait. What did you? Oh, just everywhere. Yeah.
No, we never went to Emperor. That's why I said there's a videotape on this map on Hicks that we never got that leads to the one moon we never went to.
Yeah. Pausing. Are we going in?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Oh yeah, there are
Oh, not this place. Fucking hell.
a bunch of jetpacks.
Jetpacks.
Whoa! So wait, what's the mission?
No idea why the fucking man entrance is here.
Oh god. Alright, well, here we go, guys. I know there's a fire exit back here. This planet is so scary, though. Oh yeah, this is the black and white map. We need to find a control panel. Like... Yeah, it's inside. We've found a bunch of them before. Oh, I already found one, actually. Alright, I'm gonna take it back. Actually... I'll wait a little bit. I could probably find a bit more loot. Oh my god, what is that sound? Seems pretty chill so far. These fucking lights, man.
Fuck. Oh, wait.
I'm gonna take this loot back home. Wait, I dropped it out the other one. Oh my gosh.
The panel, but I can't find the exit.
Oh, poor Larksa. Yeah?
I have a control panel versus a spider.
Yeah, I don't know if you can get to me. I'm like trapped in like a different... Okay. Good luck. Oh shit, they got the videotape! Oh god. I hope they didn't die over there. Dude, these fucking tentacles are bullshit. Oh shit, somebody died here. I think. Hey buddy, somebody died like right outside the ship. I saw we got a videotape. I'm scared of these tentacles again though.
Yeah. Did we get the thing we did?
Yeah, we have the operating panel. I'm gonna grab these other items too. Is anybody else alive?
I think they're all dead.
They're all dead? Okay. I think we just leave before a tentacle fucking slams us.
Yeah.
We got like $1,000 still. It's not bad.
Put them in there. Put it in here.
Nice.
So did we get everything we need, or are we just getting more?
Well, so we have the videotape now. I don't know if my mic cut out. Yeah, we got the videotape. I don't know. Did you find that, Trey?
Yeah, about it.
Okay, nice. So that's the one moon we haven't been to.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess we just do 2 more days on this planet and try to get some more loot, maybe?
Okay.
I mean, I think it's
Sure.
just in because like it would
Okay.
be nice if we could get enough money for 2 quotas potentially, if it comes to it.
Yeah.
If we all die, I'll
This planet,
I'll probably
I don't know.
just.
This high five.
What the fuck?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, if we all die, I guess
Lobos,
I'll
bend
just
over.
quit out
Oh.
to save it if that happens.
Who's next?
bending?
Who's next? Yeah.
You gotta do
Come
the
here.
gachi. You gotta do the
Oh,
gachi
Trey.
scream.
Sounds like a slap.
Why are you so into that?
I had so fun.
Oh, it's fucking foggy though. That's
I need
not
a
great.
Oh,
yeah. Dude,
Okay. Everybody hold each other's hand through the fog.
I thought you said.
oh no, I don't think we're gonna do anything. Literally nothing on foggy on this map.
This hold my ass.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Hmm.
You didn't hear this.
Well, I don't know. I'm not really sure because I mean, we could go to
Wanna
another
roll this
planet, but we don't have
ass?
any money is the problem, and there's so much money on this map. If we, fuck it, let's just do it. Let's see how it
Yeah,
is.
lock in, twin.
Yeah, I don't know. Just the comps, I guess. You know. Ship is at like main is like.
I'm gonna go to the fire
northwest, I guess, a
escape.
little bit.
I think, just like northwest. You wanna come? Fire, Arxa?
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
All right, watch out for the holes. I feel like foggy's actually not too bad. I can still see like a decent amount. All right, it's in here. No fucking way.
Fast!
That is so
Why does
bullshit.
this always happen to us? Oh god.
God damn it, dude.
It's so cursed. It's cursed. Okay, so.
Yo, what's up, Spiff?
Oh, okay. Oh, god. Okay.
Fuck's sakes, man. Don't go
You know what,
under there,
I'll just go
Larxa.
back,
No, don't go
maybe,
back.
Chat, because
You don't need my
I'll
body.
just tempt the ship. You know what I mean?
There we go. Hopefully this is locked.
Oh, fuck, man. This fucking game is so brutal sometimes, dude. I should, you know, it's funny, as I went through the door too, I was thinking to myself, like, I really hope I don't instantly die to a turret or something. And there was no turret, so I was like, or mine, so I was just thinking, oh, it's fine. It's all good.
There's a ship!
Oh no, Larks is gonna be lost the whole fucking round now.
Alright, let's go back. I got a bunch of stuff. Why is it making noises? Wait, Salad, what the fuck? Oh.
It's like an
I thought you
NPC.
disappeared or died or something.
No, I walked off. You wouldn't have heard me anyway.
What?
I walked off. I was down.
Worm! Actually, maybe not. Hi.
I hope they both don't get tentacled.
Navigational task of making it back to the ship.
Yeah, this moon in particular, we lost like a really good run that we had going because the tentacle slammed us through the fucking ship. Honestly, if we all die, I'm just like we're at the well, I don't mind like dying and restarting and going again, but this session has been going on for so long. I don't think people have the patience for that anymore. So if we all die, I'm just gonna fucking save scum it. I don't think it. No, Wesley was in the stream earlier, like a week ago, saying that he would make it so the tentacles can't kill you through the door of the ship. They actually got some loot at least. Larksa was cosmetic this round, but that's okay.
Be victorious.
Yes, we shall.
Maybe they should do the horn.
Very good. What are your orders, Commander?
We should eat his body.
I will consume his flesh.
Yes.
Give it to me now.
Oh, very scrumptious indeed.
Yes, so scrumptious. What about this one?
He has PTSD right now.
Understandable.
Yes.
I'm going to attempt to retrieve more items from inside. We'll be back.
Okay.
Stay alive for me. No.
Sir, dude.
I feel the tentacle come in, chat. I just feel it.
Fucking tell me what to do.
Somebody said there was an RP for something.
You fucking shush.
I'll shout!
Oh my god.
We should probably just leave. Or, bye.
Should I right click and just fucking get us out of here?
So loud.
I'm so.
Oh, okay. Okay, opening.
He was chasing Salad. I decided to come back and... Oh, wait, yeah. Let's go,
Do
buddy.
we have
I'm here.
weapon?
Go!
Yeah, let's go,
Close
dude.
that door!
Yeah.
Start that shit!
Alright, it's fine. They got a good amount of loot. I think we still got like 600 or 700 bucks. It's not bad. I mean, could be a lot better, but.
Paranoid.
Well, good work, guys. The loot on this map is worth so much. I got smashed by the trap. Did you not see it?
Oh. I didn't see anything.
Smashed.
Are you back, Trey?
It looks back.
Well, he moved.
I think it...
Yeah,
maybe it
but
moved
that's the
him.
loading. Yeah, the loading
Yeah.
moved him. Is he pooping?
Or- Maybe. Probably showering. Or he's pooping in the shower.
Oh, yeah, efficiency.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, I mean, I guess he'll keep the ship safe. All
True. Unless the tentacle kills him through.
right. Well, one more day, guys. Let's
Alright.
let's make it a good one.
Lock in, twin.
Lock in.
Yeah, back.
I mean, we only brought 8 items back that last run, and it was worth like 800. So, all
Yeah.
Not bad.
right. I'm going to fire escape. If anybody wants to come with. Yeah, it's down here, Trey.
Yeah, I actually brought 2 jetpacks again with me, so I'm like super heavy.
Okay, no traps, no mines. good. Oh, I hear a
We
trap.
just need money, right?
Yeah. Wow, there's an insane amount of loot here.
All these cars.
Are you here, Larksa?
Yeah, I'm good.
Trey? Oh no, did Trey just get smushed? He died.
I was selling.
Don't-
Oh, shit. Okay.
Oh, is there anything downstairs?
No, it's empty.
Oh, well, you got the leg. Don't come.
Yeah.
Okay, so don't go. If you don't go all the way forward here, there's a trap like straight ahead that killed Trey.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it. So go to the right, and
Okay.
you can loot that way. I'm gonna bring this stuff back.
Okay.
I guess I could use the jetpack. Oh, it's so weird using it in the... Oh wait, you can toggle it.
Oh boy.
I'm so bad. I'm never using the jetpack again.
The glorious explosion.
I'm so bad. I need to practice using the jetpack, dude. I knew that was a bad idea. Oh god. Oh. Well, I don't know. I'm okay with the jetpack, but there's a way to fly the jetpack where you like... I actually don't know how it works. It's what they do in the speedrun. You can fly the jetpack while like looking forward. It's like I kind of know how to...
Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay, well Larksa will come.
Ian?
Larksa will...
I don't know if that's like poggers or not poggers. Yeah.
But yeah, there's a way to fly the jetpack while you can maintain your camera angle, so you can like actually see easier while you're flying the jetpack.
Wait, girl, I think it's... Team! Team! It's this way, chat. Team!
Don't go forward, Larksa.
I'm lost. I need to lock in because we're doing serious gaming now. Yeah. Yeah, no more playing around.
Oh, she's gonna get lost.
Team!
We're just trying to get money.
Team!
Maybe Salad will save her.
The fuck? Team! No, come on. Oh, I hear that here. Okay.
I don't think she hears it. Oh god.
Sweetie, I can't tell. I think my headphones are clicking.
do you guys think are the odds Larkson makes it back to the ship?
Right, chap? Samantha?
Louder. I give it. I would bet on it. What's this?
I'm never getting home. I'm never getting home. Help!
I don't know where it's
I think those
Trey!
lights is kind of from the like edge of the map.
Dad!
Yeah.
All right, close the ship.
I'm
Bro,
just scared the
never getting
tentacle's
home.
gonna smash Salad.
Yeah.
Bro, the shit's cooked. Fuck. I keep blowing! I'm almost there! Wait, that sounds really wrong. Keep blowing the horn, I mean. I'm almost there. Keep blowing the horn. Keep blowing the ship horn! I'm close! I think.
Oh my god, this is painful. It's not on the edge of the map, Larksa.
Bro, I can't get there. Wait.
Oh, I hope she makes it.
Huh. No, not good. Hold on. Damn! Why did I go left? Bro, I'm losing my fucking I told them I was gonna walk in. Yeah, I was following this like a well-oiled machine. I was following him. I saw where he went to, and I knew which way to turn back, only to forget a second later. God damn it. I'm crashing out. Oh my god, dude. I'm so sorry. You have to keep blowing. I'm sorry, but please keep blowing. Please keep blowing. Please, don't stop. Please. I can hear the horn, can't you? I can. It's close. Oh my god, they're gonna stop blowing.
Hold it, Salad.
Is it getting like? No, I found it! Keep blowing! I'm coming! Keep blowing!
Time for a tree to hit her.
I'm coming! I'm here! Oh my god, thank you! Oh my god, finally! Holy shit!
Jesus Christ, man.
Holy man. Sorry that took so long, I just couldn't come, like...
Even one moment I was like stood here just honking for like 5 minutes.
I was like, keep...
Oh my god.
Oh my god, you blew for so long. Thank you, Demented. I really needed that.
Yeah, I was really trying. I held my breath and everything. Jesus Christ.
Oh no. I was dead and I heard that.
Nice
I
blow there.
apologize.
The NC-17 stream.
Okay.
Apollo says she's ready.
Okay,
Wait. Did you guys see go?
yeah. I can,
Yeah.
I can go
No.
ahead and host, rehost.
Okay.
Alright. Alright.
Man, I really miss Apollo. Yeah.
Well, someone has to.
Like, I would be so. Apollo, oh my god! Hi! I feel so much high! I'm so happy you're joining.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, let's be bunnies together. Okay, I need to show
Boy,
you
I'm
upstairs.
so glad I turned those two down.
Yeah,
Yeah, hi,
I
yeah.
get high.
All right, guys.
Look at Pikachu's.
Oh yeah,
I
the.
think they missed.
Truck is being weird.
I think it's under the cabinet.
Oh, I'm in it. Oh.
Did you get the tape?
Yeah.
Well, I think it's on. I think it's under the cabinet.
Oh yeah. Tell me.
But we-
I was
All of
so
them are here,
lost.
by
Can I not move the cabinet right now?
Blow for like, you have to like blow the
Oh, wait, there we
word
go.
for 10 minutes straight because I was so lost. Yeah.
All right, I got the tape.
Yeah, and I thought nobody was watching, so I was.
Okay, guys. We have a movie. All right, it's movie time. We're gonna.
Movie?
Yes. Let's just watch the movie first, and then we can sell stuff.
I'm not sitting next to the Demented.
What the fuck? I just rescued you.
Oh yeah, true. I was sitting next to the Demented because they blew for 10 minutes straight.
Exactly. I had to hold my breath and everything for that.
Yeah. I'm sitting in the front.
Yeah, on the
Okay.
side there.
All right.
What is happiness? Is it your dirty workplace? Is it your filthy house? Is it your crippling need for a therapist because you realize the universe is completely stacked against you and you will likely suffer the same fate as millions of others? The pressure of your worthless life becomes too much for the imagination of the mind, leading to eventual domination. No.
Like a pillow talking.
Happiness is the one who made your money. Happiness is the one who created your job. Happiness is the one who protects you. Happiness is the emperor. And if you work hard enough, you will be personally invited to live in his golden city.
It's a foreign concept.
Happiness is emperor. Emperor is happiness.
A penis?
Yeah, I didn't even know that hats had penises.
Oh.
Emperor.
Emperor.
Ooh.
We're gonna go to Emperor to find her penis.
Hat penis.
Okay.
Let's go.
Alright.
Right.
Oh, I gotta sell first, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta lock in the Yeah,
Dude, the car is so
Yeah.
punched
I'm
up.
fucking bugged out. Yeah, I'll fix the car.
Are we keeping this green
Yeah.
reactor or this apparatus for any reason?
All right, time to sell all this fucking random shit.
No. Oh, I'm not? What the hell?
You're on a bunny, yeah.
What the hell? Did somebody
Yeah,
took it
I
off? What's up?
I would never. I thought you said no dilly dallying. What are we doing stood in the thing?
We're discussing important game mechanics.
I don't think that's true.
You can sell Alexa.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the spot.
Go to the more to the left, maybe. There you go. Come buy some stuff with me, Larksa.
Ah, yeah, the apple.
Oh, we're gonna buy some stuff from the store.
Yeah.
Everything?
Yeah, we could basically buy like everything.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go sell the stuff. I think we'll have enough money to make like one more quota after this, hopefully. How much do we have sold? We need 1,000 more. 1,150.
Do I just sell the pickaxes or no?
Yeah, you could sell the pickaxes. We bought a bunch of stuff from the store too, so.
I mean, Pikachu.
Oh, Pikachu. Oh, Pikachu's.
Rocking on. Not the Pikachu, dude. It's so over. I have a couple things.
Alright. Probably pretty close.
Honestly, that might, I don't know, maybe that.
I don't know if that's enough, but it's gonna be close. I think we'll be like 200 off.
Yeah, I know.
200 off exactly. Dang it.
That's really messed up. That's fucked up.
We're missing like 200. How much is there?
So, I don't know. Can see the value.
I think we could just sell all this. Should be enough. Nice. We can buy out the rest of the gift store if there's anything left. Then we can go.
Yeah.
Did you check how much the Emperor cost? Are we gonna check it out?
I don't know. I want to make sure like we actually get the ending, and then maybe we could check out Emperor like after that or something potentially.
Sure.
Oh, Larksa bought a bunch of this stuff, but didn't actually pick it up.
Nice.
Alright. Looks good.
Oh, yeah.
I prefer to eat chips with dip.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Alrighty, guys, we're ready to go.
Wait, Mark, when you say cookies, do you mean biscuits or actual cookies?
I hate you so. Like chocolate chip cookies.
about
Hey, what is
Spawn?
that? Is that a biscuit? Is that a biscuit?
No, a chocolate chip cookie is a cookie, but everything else is a biscuit, more or less.
What's a
Wait,
spawn?
what's a digestive? Because I like
Uh,
digestives.
what'd you say,
well.
Lobos?
Good.
A digestive biscuit.
I was asking
I
about
love
stones.
those.
In, do you know
Alright, they actually
scones?
make you shit, by the way.
Digestive in Sweden?
Yeah.
Using biscuits and
Why?
British shit.
We call them digestive.
Salad! What? Salad, what's a scone?
A scone is a pastry.
Yeah, but what kind of pastry?
It's just a pastry.
It's a bread.
It's not.
It's just a
Is that,
buttery pastry.
what's a donut?
Donut?
Is the donut just a pastry?
Basically, yeah.
Oh, I get it. Cop out answers. Okay.
Well, a donut's a donut, but a biscuit's a biscuit, you know? Like, biscuits are like an all-encompassing thing. Whereas, like, you know, donuts are specific.
Alright, you guys all ready to go?
What about a
Yeah.
crumpet?
Yeah.
That's a crumpet.
I like to put my
You
pee-pee
you
through
can't
the
define
donuts.
things as their.
Oh, same.
No, I can't. I can define them as they're called.
You can't. That's why I'm in this freezer.
I don't think mine would fit.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I
God, what's
call
our
biscuits
fucking quota gonna be?
It's just, you guys don't have them where you are, so it's easy to name them that.
What else
Like,
is there?
you're not gonna know what a breakaway is. Or,
Tit Tat?
And what's the next mission objective, Captain?
you'll know what Kit
No.
Kat is. Yeah.
So we're going to the moon where we can get the ending, but we need to find 2 oil barrels and an apparatus, I believe.
Okay.
Oh,
okay.
great.
Okay.
I believe this map should have like a guaranteed apparatus. We also got a pretty low quota increase, so that's good. I think we'll have enough for the next one.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There are earthquakes.
You know what? Somebody's sick.
Wow.
Party's over. Get to work.
Repress?
Okay, let's look
Yeah.
in.
Oh, so we're
Get
not
to
going to
work,
imprint.
twin.
The frick is.
Yeah, so this is the planet where you actually get the ending.
Okay.
Alexa, did you finish Subnautica?
Fuck.
No, I'm like edging Subnautica.
I'm gonna go to Fire Escape. Hopefully there's no bird here. Last time there was the Giga Bird guarding the fire escape. It was awful. Oh god, not again. Turret. I'm gonna go into this big room. Normally there's loot here. Oh. Okay, we need to bring this back. We need one of these. Barely fucking see anything. One oil barrel. Actually, let's see how everybody's doing. Salad's okay. Lobos is dead. Larks is okay. Oh, she's here. Paula's okay. Alright, Lobos is dead. I found one of the oil barrels. You want to come to the fire escape with me? Alright, so there's the big room if we go this way.
Okay.
Oh, hey guys.
Big room.
Yeah. Got Larks with me. I found one of the oil barrels we need.
Wait, how have you got Larks with you? She was with Apollo.
Well, she came back to the ship. If you go that way, it's pretty easy to get back if you want to deliver loot.
Oh, okay.
I can show you the way.
Then that's
So come over here.
Hi.
And then go to the right and keep going. It's right here.
Oh, okay, nice, thank you.
I think I found... Oh yeah, there's some loot in here. Thought this was the apparatus room. Larksa? Sorry, what were you saying? Oh my god. I can't fucking hear anything. Oh yeah, fire exit's right here, Larksa.
Okay.
There's 2 items outside if you have space.
Right.
Was that room empty?
This way.
We should try to get the apparatus if we can. Maybe it's down
I've been
here.
Yeah, I've been like walking forever from the main. Took forever to find this way.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out the dead end.
No, that's the last switches. All the car, all
Can we turn on the lights? Oh, I guess they're already on. I'm not sure. Yeah, there's nothing there, Sal. There's no path that way either. Oh, you got a gold bar.
Yeah, I didn't see anything. I mean, it could have been the way Lobo swam, but I don't know where Lobo
Did you check this way?
Dead end.
Okay.
And this is where I came from. It was pretty big back here, so maybe it's here somewhere.
Okay. You can go back if you want, Trey.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm with you, buddy.
The doors are open. Like, oh.
It's not
There's
great.
a nutcracker.
Yeah.
Oh, I found Lobos.
Wait, how'd he die? What does it say? Gunshot? Oh. Well. That's how he died. We're going fucking deep here. I don't think Salad had the gold bar, did he? Oh, Trey had. Dude, where the fuck am I? This door's open. Am I going backwards? This place is actually so confusing. Just going in circles, man. I'm just back here, dude. I'm actually just going in circles. Dear God. Alright, I tried. I don't know. It was way too confusing over there. I tried. Hello. I did not find any apparatus, no. I tried. I went really deep, but it was so confusing. Well, we got the one oil barrel. I guess we'll just take that and go again.
Yeah, I don't know how much money we got the overall.
Oh. Oh. Would you quit bouncing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah!
Get. Take your clothes off. Stop that.
No, I'm bouncing.
Wow.
Whoa.
Holy lag. Any day now. Somebody alt-tabbed.
Yeah, tell me.
Holy shit.
Man, the Lobos beat you anymore or not by the jump?
Jesus Christ.
Literally.
I got a question for
Alright. Well, hopefully we get the apparatus this time. Maybe I should bring a flashlight with. Kind of dark in the facility. Don't we have guns in the ship? Was that this run or was that a different run? Oh yeah, no, we do have guns. Can't remember, does it one-shot them? I think it does, right? Where did he go? No fucking way. Of course he shows up. Bro, I didn't even fucking hear him. He's like completely silent. What the fuck is that? I didn't hear shit. Is that a glitch? Praise, okay. Salad's okay. Lobos is dead. Larksa is dead. There's items at main, I think. Hey, Trey. I think everyone else is dead. Yeah, I brought a gun to the fire exit to try to kill the Nutcracker, but he wasn't there when I came back, so I started looting, and then he just showed up. He wasn't making like any noise. He almost killed me, but I'm still okay. I'm just a bit hurt. I have a gun at fire escape, but yeah, I think everyone else is dead. Oh, did you get the shotgun?
Yeah, I killed one. I got one shot in bad. There's like one empty here, which was literally. One, like this
you didn't get the one at fire escape, right?
No.
Okay.
I can go up, I guess.
Sure. Wait, Salad's okay. I think. Lobos is definitely dead, though. Lobos got chopped in half. Oh, Lobos. No. And Apollo is also... Not actually sure what happened to Apollo. Looks like she's outside. Salad seems quite lost. Trey? Oh, there he is. Did you, what's up?
Yeah, I killed one, but there's another one. I guess the part is super close to main, because I saw the one I killed.
Oh, okay. Is the gun there?
Another one. I have all 3 guns at the moment.
Okay, I can take one. Yeah. This one has
there's
ammo?
another one there. It should have.
Okay. Alright.
I hope
Another nutcracker? Don't hear anything. My gosh. Guess I should just go back. My gosh. All right. Well, I got 2 more shotties. Fully loaded.
Yeah, so
We have so many guns.
Cornered by Nutcracker.
Oh shit.
He's alive. I'm pretty sure he's alive in the corner, but
He's been stuck there for a while. I wonder.
yeah.
I don't know where he
died?
is. No, he's alive.
He's super deep in.
Not sure he knows exactly how it works.
I don't know. And then just running deeper with the shotgun. It seems like this map is spawning onto Nutcracker.
I think he
So
aggroed
no-
the
no,
nutcracker. Yeah, go ahead. You can go in. I'll stay here. It looks like there's like 4 fucking nutcrackers. What the fuck? My God, salad. Oh no, salad. Run, buddy, run. Dude, where is he? There's so much loot there. He's just going like deeper and deeper into the facility or something. He's had 4 items for like... He's been in there for like 10 minutes now. Where is he? I just keep seeing more and more new loot. I don't know if he's making it out, man. He's at like a fucking dead end or something, it looks like.
There's a jester.
Oh, okay.
I am
There's a
so
jester active.
fucking tilted.
Yeah, you were pretty lost, it looked like. Oh, close the
Dude,
door.
I was
Okay.
so far in there. I found 2 oil barrels. I found the fucking apparatus. Could I find a fucking fire escape to save my life? No.
Oh.
There was like 10 nutcrackers on my
Yeah.
ass.
Yeah, the whole place is filled with nutcrackers, but yeah, we gotta go then before the door opens.
Yeah.
I'm so tilted.
Yeah, there was so much loot by you. I had no idea where you were though.
I was so far in. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, there's only
Single fire exit anywhere.
well, there's
either.
only one fire escape on this map. It's just one main and one fire, so
Well, that map was huge and that was awful.
yeah.
Okay, we're
You went
back.
full
Hi, guys.
English, man.
Dude, I was so lost.
Do we still need an oil barrel and apparatus?
Yeah, we need one oil barrel.
And I found them both. I'm so tilted.
Why didn't you get them?
Why did you die?
running back.
How about that? Why did you die?
He's Mick tilted, yeah.
It fell.
Well, maybe next time don't fall, and then you might be able to help me, you know?
Jesus.
Damn. All right, I'm going to fire escape. Let's get that oil barrel. Let's get that apparatus, Shirley. I'm all maybe I should have brought a gun. There were so many nutcrackers on the last map. Oh. Yeah, I found apparatus room, but I don't know if we should pull it out quite yet.
Do we need a barrel first and then we're good?
Yeah, we need the barrel, and I don't want to like make it dark for everybody quite yet. Trying to remember the way back to the fire escape. Oh, there's loot here, Lobos. Lobos? Where? Oh, Apollo? Is that you? There's some loot here, if you want to grab it.
Yeah, just jump in the hole.
We found the apparatus, by the way. We just didn't pull it yet.
Okay, don't go here, it's a turret and dead.
Okay. Dead salad? Oh no. Oh, hi, Larxa.
Hi.
Trying to remember how to get out of here. Oh, the main exit is this way? Okay. Okay, thank you. Oh. Put the mask on. No, no, no. We shall not. Yeah, this place is a maze. Is it this way that I went last time? Oh no, this is... Need to get an oil barrel. Larksa? Oh. Hard to fucking see, man. Okay, we went down here. Please no. For the apparatuses. Oh. I hope Trey didn't get fucking blasted. I got the barrel. We need to get the apparatus though. Okay. I thought you might have died.
Yeah. I need
I'm
to
scared.
go now.
We need to get that apparatus still too.
Oh, right.
I'll try to get the apparatus. I'll come with you and try to get it.
Yeah. I was trying to shoot over the ledge, but I think they're like ledge.
Oh, somebody got it.
All the shots. Yeah.
Nice.
I think Globos knew where it was, so might be
Yeah, we need to protect him from the nutcrackers, though.
Okay, yeah, just hold on a sec. Go ahead.
Yeah, you go first. There's another one.
Is there? Oh.
Take this one.
I want the shell. There's a shell here.
Okay.
Oh, Jester. Oh, there's a Jester behind us.
Oh, fuck.
Should we just go in so he won't act out, but so he won't activate?
Well, shit.
Oh, he activated, yeah. Shit.
Might have to teleport Lobos. Maybe he'll make it out. Just kill him, yeah, just kill the Jester. The unkillable Jester. Is Lobos still in there?
Yeah, I think Lobos is dead.
Did he... Oh, he's actually dead?
Yeah, I think he's dead, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I got to wait for the
Doesn't it, like, insta-reset once... Like, if nobody's inside? The hunt for Lobos' body. Oh, we're good. Easy. Alrighty, I got it. I have acquired the apparatus.
Yo, let's go!
Did Trey go inside?
Yeah, I went inside.
Okay.
I think maybe he died. Because he stopped moving. Like,
He's not moving? Okay. Yeah, you can just take us off. You could teleport him first. Yeah, nice. Alright. Let's get out of here.
let's go!
It's true.
It's only
Loxa,
the
you come from a
Hershey's
place
that
that
tastes
doesn't...
like...
Loxa,
yeah, but only
you
the
come
Hershey's
from a
that
place that does
have it.
No, you come
What
from
are
a
you
place
talking
that does
about?
Are you from
incredible...
Belgian
Yeah.
chocolate.
Yeah, you're literally from the place that does
Visual.
incredible chocolate.
And
You cannot
also,
say that...
I don't want to get
Oh.
like fucking deported, so I'm agreeing with all American things.
Okay. All
Yeah,
right.
well...
Oh yeah, Ain said he was ready. So I
Okay,
will
yeah.
No,
rehost.
don't let him in.
He's here right for the end. Well, we got everything we
Oh, he's
need.
watching.
So yeah, we got the barrels,
Yeah, high five!
apparatus.
Oh, yeah.
Team effort!
Yeah.
Basically, Apollo, I was saying American chocolate is shit, and he said it's not.
All right, I'm rehosting.
God.
American chocolate is bad. Okay.
Well, we could get the ending and then go for Emperor
Well, yeah, I
after,
get
right?
that Reese's isn't the same.
No, you need a Reese's Fast Break specifically. That's their candy bar style Reese's.
Fast Break.
Yeah,
Okay,
order
hang on.
some. I don't care if it's like $20 for a bar. Get it.
Bro, it's fucking 15 quid.
I'll
What
pay
do
for
you
it.
mean?
Get it.
I thought squid was a sea animal.
Yeah, if people are down, we can check out
Oh.
Emperor after
Oh, okay.
we get the ending.
Hang on. Reese's Fast Break. Let me go on Amazon. I could get a pack of 18 for 25 quid.
Worth it.
Is
Absolutely.
it though?
Huh? 100%.
Is it though? I
Yeah.
don't think that's true.
You'll have a new favorite. I'm not joking.
I mean, I like peanut butter, but like,
It's not like peanut butter though. It's like I also am like I like peanut butter, but it's not. I'm not crazy about it. But Reese's peanut butter is totally different.
maybe one day. I don't know. Listen, I'm not spending 26
One
quid on
day-
something I might not like. Okay.
One day you'll live. It's all right.
One
Fine.
day I'll live. I'm just not spending 26 quid
Just
on
buy
something I might
one.
not like.
Just buy
I
one.
can't buy just one.
Go to eBay.
I'm not going, bro. If I get it from eBay, it's gonna come half eaten.
Buy it on AliExpress. Oh my god.
Hello.
All right, I'm finally here.
Yeah,
Ready
you
to
literally
help?
just here for
I'm
the
ready.
ending,
I'm
yeah.
ready to serve.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. What do we need to get?
Well, first I have
Ready.
a present for you. It's right here.
Actually, I just realized, guys, the Emperor Moon never unlocked for me. No, I don't have to go.
Oh, you have a sponsor and you go.
No,
Okay.
I need to fully restart the game, so I need to rehost one more time. I'm sorry. Just be ready to join, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, thanks for playing, guys.
Yeah, everybody wants to have the last word. All right. I believe we are going to finish. We're going for the ending right now. We have everything we need. And then after that, we're probably going to check out. There's like one more moon that we can check out, potentially.
Please cease this.
Oh my god, Lobos. Stop
Not
it!
me.
Please.
That
I'm
wasn't me.
squeezing it.
Hi, long time no see.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Wait, all my loot is on the outside of the ship. It's fine.
Yo.
All right.
Hello.
Oh my god, Aaron is here.
Ain Run. Have you ever had a Reese's Fast Break?
Wow.
Please sit down. Take your seat. Thank you for
Ain Run.
clapping.
Ain Run. Have you ever had a Reese's Fast Break?
Reese's Fast? I mean, I've had Reese's.
No, it's not the same.
I like
All right,
when you put the Reese's peanut butter cups in
So
the
we gotta
thing.
sell 4,000, guys. Don't touch the oil barrels or the apparatus here by the stairs.
I didn't know you guys were.
Do not
Yeah,
sell
well.
the oil
Do
barrel
not sell this.
apparatus.
This one?
Yeah, do
Why?
not
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It's not named anything special.
Yeah,
Doesn't
but we
matter?
need it. Yeah,
Okay,
we
okay.
need that one.
Yeah, I can't.
The oil barrel as well.
Yeah, Paula's lagged out.
Oh.
Wait, I'm
Well,
logged out?
Oh, there you go.
Okay, Ain, I'm playing this movie again that you missed if you want to watch it.
Sure. Yeah.
Rewatch.
only one watching?
Yeah, well, we already watched it before.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'll watch it alone.
It's your personal movie. Enjoy.
What is happiness? Is it your dirty workplace? Is it your filthy house?
They just. Oh, see, it's. Kind of want some chocolate now, though. Want some chocolate? Shit.
You will be personally invited to live in this golden city. Happiness is Emperor. Emperor is happiness.
All right, nice. It worked.
They have shitty jokes on the back of them all about penguins.
I want to read the joke.
Larksa, come help me buy stuff from the store.
Yeah, fuck you lot.
Oh my god, okay. Alright.
You have to actually grab it after you buy it.
Oh, I didn't know that. I've never done that.
Yeah, like the point is to like sell it.
Oh, so all this time I bought stuff, I thought was scared. I never grabbed.
Well, we grabbed it, but how much have we sold?
Do I sell it right away?
Yeah, just go sell it.
Okay. Oh my god, I never knew this. So many weeks of just never selling what I bought.
We're just gonna sell everything from like the store. Larksa bought like everything in there, so. Oh, the quota's so big.
What is it, Bono?
£110. My god. We got a bunch of slackers on the ship, dude. Could have sold all this shit so much faster.
I actually can't see any of them anyway, so it's fine.
Man, we would be done selling stuff like twice as fast as everybody if everybody actually fucking if everybody actually helped. Well, yeah, but the thing is, it just keeps more money on the ship when we do that, basically. All right, we need 400 more. 400 more.
Okay, I got 3 things here. Oh.
How much is that?
That is
It's 220.
20?
Okay,
And what if I do this?
that's enough. Nice.
Nice.
Beautiful.
So we just go back to that planet? And
Yeah, apparently so. I don't.
Okay.
Is that it?
We got enough money. Did we grab everything from the store? I'm gonna double check.
Yeah, double check.
There's 2 pumpkins. Gonna grab another one.
Oh, nice. Do we sell those?
No, no. Well, we'll just keep them for money. All right. Everybody's here. Wait, is everybody here?
So,
I think.
fix us.
I don't know if Ain was here. All right, let's go. Oh, I couldn't tell.
So fucking dark upstairs.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, those are my fat balls.
I mean, they literally look like your balls. Now, okay, now you're a chode though. You don't want to stand up.
You're hanging pretty low.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
gonna get that checked out.
low hanging fruit as
Do
they
your
say.
balls hang low? Do they wobble to and fro?
Can you tie them in a knot? Can you tie them in a bow?
High five. Fucking high five for that.
We have an electric chair now.
Yeah, brother.
Okay, it's
Oh,
a man
high
down.
finger, I
Just
guess.
like you need it.
Oh yeah, touch tips.
Yeah, I'm gonna touch tips.
That sounded pretty friendly.
All right. So we need
Oh yeah.
the.
Yeah.
Get your tip.
Ooh.
Okay, try tip. All right.
I'm
That's
sorry,
fine,
I'm sorry,
You're
I'm sorry.
okay. You're okay. You're okay.
We were just surprised.
I was surprised. I was scared.
It's fine.
Guys, you're scaring Ainram.
Where is it?
All right, we're doing it,
Yeah,
guys.
you're scaring him.
Are y'all ready?
We're beating Lethal Company.
Ready?
Lock into it. This ending, are we never gonna?
Okay.
I'm scared.
Somebody grab the apparatus. Somebody grab the oil barrels. All right. I think we put. I think we have everything. I have the control panel.
Yeah.
I believe
The side.
the apparatus is to the side here, and then we'll kind of we'll figure it out from there.
And I have a shotgun, just in case.
Okay, I'm inserting.
Insert it.
Cool.
Okay, the garage.
Doors.
Here in my
Go.
garage.
Wow.
Right.
Ship not fuel, ship not in position.
What do we fill her up?
Okay, ship not fueled. Is there anywhere we could put stuff?
No.
Look for it. Oh, we can get in from the back here. Operating panel here.
Like this ship.
Put the operating panel there.
Ship not a
Wait.
position.
Wait. I had a intersection then.
Oh.
How do I put it here?
Wow.
Prompter.
Here.
Where's the Roberto go?
Oh, here we go. There we go.
Oh, okay.
Alright.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's really weird.
Nice. Okay.
So that's
Okay, and then we have to put a ship in position, I think.
deactivate fully.
Do I stand here?
I'm pressing it.
Wait, where?
I'm inside the ship.
Whoa. How'd you get in?
You can come in through the back. Oh, it's moving.
Oh,
Yeah,
I like
there.
going in through the back. There we go.
Yeah, it's through the back.
So I have the operating panel. I don't know how it's used though.
It says ship not in position yet, so
Operating panel has to go here, it seems.
Yeah,
we have to pull it again.
Yeah, it's not letting you put it though. Do I just drop it here? No.
Missing operating
Hands,
panel.
it keeps saying handful when you try to like use it. It's weird.
Missing operating panel.
Yeah.
Did we use the oil?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oil's been used.
Apparently there's somewhere
Yeah.
we need to put the rock too
Oh, okay.
that we got for one of the endings.
Maybe we have to pull the rock.
Move crane up. Here we go.
Is it here?
Turn crane.
Yeah, there's like an eye symbol. Oh my god, what the?
You have a casualty at work.
Okay. I guess
I need a
take it up.
We're casualty.
Whoa!
Okay.
How did Ain die?
He fell down.
Oh.
Oh!
Yeah, he was in the thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, it is what it is.
Untampered.
Oh, it says you can insert it now.
Oh, you can insert it here, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Got it?
Oh, the eyeball thing is here. I think this is where we put the ending item. I don't know. Should we restart so Ain can be here? I mean, I don't.
Yeah.
Nah. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. After all,
mean-
he did carry us, you know.
I guess I'll just
Do we
re.
have everything still? Oh, okay, okay, I see it.
Yeah, if we rehost, everything should reset the items and stuff.
Okay,
So.
yeah, we can do that.
All right.
Yeah, frickin' Ain.
Bloody
Yeah.
A.
You can watch the VOD. Yeah, but it's not the same. Joins late, dies early.
Only
Bro,
Ain.
listen. I was trying to get the operating panel work in the ship, and the next thing I know, it's like flying in the air. I go outside to say hi to you guys, and then there is no outside. Okay, and then I fucking fall down and I die. Okay, like it's not my fault.
It's
all right?
okay,
And
buddy.
You got to make sure there's no one in the ship.
We get it. No, we get it.
Don't worry, man.
Thanks for rehosting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would have felt bad.
Let's see.
Work I
Is
put into it.
Time.
everybody here?
Yeah.
Okay, damn.
That'll be
Okay,
one
I'll
gift
rehost
at
for
sub.
Aim, but not
I
me.
think so.
Okay.
Yeah, one good thing.
Yeah,
Waste of time.
I'm just kidding. I saw it.
Somebody in my chat said you were able to watch the cutscene, but I guess that wasn't
Yeah, I
true.
watched the cutscene and
Oh,
then
okay.
it broke, so I just couldn't see anything.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I watched this stream.
+1. Well,
Where did the
Let's
ship
go.
even go? Did it like get launched in the air?
No, the crane.
Yeah.
We just have to move the crane a bunch.
Oh, the stone's here. Okay. Thought we lost the stone.
okay, oil barrel, stone.
Oiling.
Oiling.
Any oilers?
Yeah.
Yeah, now we just
West,
found the
west.
button one times, I guess. Right?
Yeah, there's only one that you can do.
Yeah.
I'm saying right here.
Yeah, do not go in.
I'm gonna drop the ship on your head.
Okay, what happened? How does it go up? Okay, yeah, this is when I stepped off. I couldn't find you guys. I was like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah. Don't go too far,
Oh,
Ain. You
yes,
might get
really
squished. That's fucked up to say.
Oh, you know, it's worse is like the floodlights blind you up there, so I couldn't even see what was going on.
Oh.
Walked off into nothing.
Do I have the rock?
Yeah, I got the rock.
Oh my god, toxic.
All right, I'm putting it in. And I think I put the rock here on the eyeball.
Yeah.
Alright.
Right?
So are we just like escaping forever?
I guess.
Going home?
Yeah, fuck the company.
Oh.
The item of destiny. Escape.
Yeah.
Does say escape.
Escape.
Just say escape.
All right, do we? Are you guys ready to escape?
All right, go ahead, Dust.
All right. Farewell, gentlemen.
Farewell.
What do you mean? We're staying with you.
Yeah. We're all
True.
escaping.
Well, maybe not. What if we all explode and die?
Are we going? Oh, we're going.
Just slide out.
Wow.
Don't slide out.
Where are we escaping to?
Hey, not the fire.
Oh god.
I don't know.
Do we not? Is this safe?
I'm unsure.
Oh, okay. There you
There's
go.
no going back now.
Okay.
We made it. Where are we going? Yeah, this is the first ending we got. This is our home now. We have the Maneater plushie. Lily, Queen of the Keyboards, Destroyer of Workflows. Absolute cinema. What the fuck? Oh my god.
Hello?
That was a great ending, guys.
Bro, is that what the hentai virus?
Best
I don't know if that's the good ending, guys.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the good
We
ending.
nailed it, like,
Yay, we got an ending.
Nice. Good job, guys.
Yeah, I'm glad you made it for the ending, Aid.
I mean, to be there, you know.
So there is
Hentai ending. Wouldn't miss it.
there is one moon that we unlocked that we still never went to. It's like the final moon. I think it's where you do one of the other endings. So we could maybe go there. I might have to
Do a sponsor?
do some hacker manning to go there though, because I don't think we don't have enough money to go there. So
Just start a fresh quota.
Yeah.
yeah, I could do that. Yeah, no, that's a good idea. I could eject us and then
Eject me.
I can get the money to go there if we wanted.
Okay.
Wait, did we unlock a moon called End? I don't. Oh wait, there actually is. Oh wait, there is a map. It's a moon called End. Yeah, we can go there, I guess, first.
Oh. And
Are we ejecting first?
No, no, we're gonna... Well, it costs nothing to go to. I guess we could eject first?
We can go there right now.
Or should we go there? Yeah, whatever. Let's just go there. Let's just take a look.
Yeah. Let's just take a look, see?
Oh. It's the credits. Are we gonna be stuck in this now? Well, I guess we're watching the credits. It's probably not that long anyways. Can farm items in this moon? Oh, this is actually a moon still after the credits play, I guess? Honestly, that ending cutscene was pretty good. It was better than I expected, actually. Are we actually at a... Well, we are somewhere, though.
We are somewhere. Oh. We are somewhere.
Oh!
There's an explode button over here. Let's not press that.
Press it. Okay, don't press it! I want to press it so badly.
Yeah, same. Maybe nothing happens.
Yeah.
Did I die? No.
Maybe this is like a museum or something. Showing off all the stuff.
All the stuff.
What's the monster? The sound monster.
I got 60.
I'm just that guy.
What the hell? Just eat them, I
Look,
guess.
he's got bloody VTuber Studio open. Please eat Tati.
I have 200 FPS.
Wait, what do you have? 200?
Oh, I just made
10
that up.
FPS.
Oh. Yeah, my FPS is up. Alright, you guys want to go explode?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready to see it explosion
that?
at 1 FPS.
Yeah.
Does Trey
So
have a
bad.
gun? Oh, he does. Trey, he's got a gun!
Hey, calm down,
Oh
man.
my god. This is not my gun, please.
Holy sh...
Oh, it's tonight us!
Do it! Yes!
Hey, what
Well, there's the
Oh.
audio is like so close as well. Like, there's no
There's a
sound.
silent explosion.
Yeah, I had no audio for that.
What is there?
I guess it's just like a museum, just showing off the stuff from the mod.
4 of you exploded.
Oh. At one.
Doing like the other endings, or?
I mean, we can go to Emperor, which has a different ending, and we can try to make some we could try to make some progress.
Okay.
So I could... It costs 2,500 to go there. We should reset our quota. I could just cheat in the money if we just want to go straight to Emperor, so we don't have to, like,
Yeah, let's do
quota
that.
farm to get there. So yeah, I will eject us. We don't have any, like, any money anyways now, so... I am ejecting.
As you have not met the profit quota, your performance has been deemed below standard. Welcome to our disciplinary process.
All right.
It has never been more over.
Okay, so I'm going to rehost. You're gonna have to give me like 1 minute to set up the money or whatever, but it shouldn't take too long.
Welcome to your first day on the job. This is your very...
Okay. I'm to Hacker Man. The thing is, if we tried to get the money to go to Emperor legit, it's gonna take like by the time we go to Emperor, it's gonna be like an hour from now, and it's gonna be kind of late. It's better if we just do it this. It's better if we just do it this way. People just want to see the endings, myself included at this point. I mean, we played like more or less the whole time legit up until the end, just because it got a little tedious at some parts. Okay, I gotta cheat the money. Where is this?
Hello?
Hello. I'm just doing some cheating real quick. Just gotta remember how to fucking do this. Oh, my mic's muted. I'm just trying to cheat the money real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I can remember where to do this. Oh, here we go.
Wahoo! Whoa! Wait. Normal ship? Oh no, it's not normal. Why we got toilet? Oh, okay. So we gotta rejoin, yeah?
Oh, I'm muted on my stream. Yeah, it makes it lag really bad, so I'm just gonna rehost.
Oh, okay. Okay, BRB.
Make sure it's set. Okay. All right. The chunk of Overseer. Oh, did we get that? What was that? Chunk of Overseer? I don't even remember that. Actually, I do kind of remember that. Wait, is Chunk of Overseer not what we got on Baruna? No, but I thought the seed thing was the Stone of Purification. I'm pretty sure that that's the one that we did. All right. Yeah, we finished Dante's Inferno yesterday. Yeah, no, but you insert the chunk into the altar on Baruna, which plays the cutscene, and then after the cutscene you get the stone. I don't think the chunk is an ending item at all.
Oh, flush, just like this game.
Can you flush me, please?
No.
Nor?
No.
I'm playing Scrandle.
You're playing Scrandle? Is there any Wigan kebabs?
No, there was a lamb kofta.
Oh.
Thank you.
Wait until you see the
No
kind of
problem.
Polish one, which is just like onions on a slice of bread.
Yum.
Hate it.
Honestly, yeah.
No. No.
No.
Hate.
Love.
Okay.
Hate.
No.
What, onions and bread?
No, it looks
Yeah.
like it's yeah, it looks like someone jizzed on the bread and then put some onions on it. It looks awful.
Bro,
Yeah.
how are you saying something looks awful? Like, have you seen your food?
Bro, have you seen that food?
No, but like, I've seen your food.
My food's great.
Post food.
Post
food in the chat.
What food?
Your food. Post it in the chat.
Food that I've made?
Just your
I didn't
food.
mean food that you've made. I meant food of, you know, from your people. I
Wow.
guess.
Your
okay.
people.
I
Where's
am
Larksa?
admitting this.
Wow.
You're done for, I'm afraid.
Larksa?
I'm sorry, but you've not seen it. You've not seen
Bro.
the mushy peas.
I've seen so much mushy peas, yeah.
Bro, Sunday roast is banging scram.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I don't know where
It's,
Larksa is.
It's Minjin?
No, you can't
Larksa.
say Minjin. Minjin does not mean that.
Mm.
You have to say
Minjin.
Min-
Joining-
You have to say, no, you have to say Mingin. It's not Minjin.
I've heard it's
Minjin.
Minjin.
Mingin?
You know, I've heard
Minjing!
Mingin.
Minjing!
That means I'm not repeating it.
What's a minge?
do you
I'm not
minge?
repeating it. I refuse.
What's...
I think it's like a...
Yeah! Minging! We love
I
minging!
didn't think I'd ever hear
Yeah.
Apollo say that. That's sniper fuel.
Minjin?
No. I'm not
What?
doing
Love
this.
minging?
I'm leaving.
I love
I'm
minging
leaving.
too.
I'm gone.
Yeah, let's go minging. Yeah, we need to go minging.
I'm gone.
Your minge is hanging out.
Yeah, I see your minge.
You guys don't see
Look at my
anything.
min.
Darling me.
Yeah, because you have a min.
I hate it here. I hate it
Okay.
here so much.
Let's get the fuck out of here, guys.
It didn't save me.
We're going. We're going to Emperor.
This has had enough of all the Minjin.
It's the home of the Emperor.
Like a band of.
Just Google it all.
Wait, Minj is a lady part?
Minjin's vagina.
Said
Really?
vagina or pubic hair.
Why do you keep saying your mushy peas is...
Ew, what the hell? Oh my god.
There's a big lever! There's a big lever! We need an apparatus.
Oh my god, let's pull
Hmm.
it.
Oh, like,
Oh.
It doesn't look like you can pull or put it an apparatus in.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Here we go! Nobody important though, right?
Well, she should have been faster.
we can go back.
Can we go back though?
Yeah, just think back, so.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, look at this place.
There we go.
It's like Chicago.
What? Oh my god, I got...
Oh no.
No!
I think it's dead.
Oh my
It kept going forward afterwards.
Maybe we should reset.
Well, we can go over.
What
I
happened
think
to
we should rehost because this also got run over.
Alright,
Are we
fuck it.
voting?
I
Run
got...
over?
vote?
Why?
Larksa, vote Larksa.
Should we
Apollo's gonna get run over
should we
now.
just rehost again?
Oh no.
God damn it.
The poor Apollo. Look at her.
It had to happen. Apollo's like running back and forth. Oh man.
Oh god.
Oh.
I mean, we have more days here, right? I guess it's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like a binging amount of days.
Mention.
Yeah.
Lamps.
Are you kidding?
Hey, you didn't. How did you even die?
Bro,
I
I
missed
got
that.
off the train.
All right, let's all.
Apollo started walking.
Maybe we should all vote.
and-
Oh. I voted.
Okay.
Listen, I felt bad for running you over, so I thought I would come join you in the afterlife.
Aww.
Oh.
Apollo actually started walking. I met up with her like halfway through.
Oh.
Can I even make it back?
There's no way Trey's making it back. You.
He doesn't even have the train. I sent it back to
Oh.
base.
Wait, how did they die?
So, two of them hopped off early as like we bounced into a door, and
Yeah.
then it carried on. So like they got off and then got run over as it carried on,
Oh my god.
and then we started coming back, and then Larksa also got run over. And I assumed you would have got run over because I thought you were on the tracks.
No. I was
Well, the
walking
thing
to the
should-
side.
Did
Yeah, yeah, I saw.
Okay, because Ain was on it, but I thought he'd be coming back.
There was some fun on it.
Oh. Okay.
But I guess
Yeah.
they just left
That's
us.
my corpse.
Were you like
That
half
was
on
large.
it, or like were you just not on it when it left?
No, I fell off immediately when it started going.
Oh.
I had to walk so far.
I can see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know where Trey is. I think he went inside or something. It was a building.
Meanwhile, Troy.
I think we're gonna die.
My body's decent.
Yeah. Well, the ship's apparently leaving at 11. I think it said or whatever. But the time moves really slowly here.
Oh yeah.
So we could just get back on the ship and leave Trey because I don't think he's
I
back
think we're
in
gonna
time.
make it to the ship. It's really far.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh. You made good distance then, because that thing went really fast. Yeah. Should wait until everyone has both arms and legs in before sending off.
Is it there?
We're cooked, chat.
I think so. I see a light.
Yeah,
I think
that's
it's
the end.
here. Oh, that wasn't too far. It was a little far, but it wasn't too far.
Oh, we're not making it.
We were not gonna make it, but fine.
Ah, so close.
Yeah.
No more tomfoolery.
We're fine, they said.
You're the ones that all got
Did
run
everyone
over.
die?
Okay.
Somebody
yeah.
said to jump off, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's a good idea. And then I got ran over.
Yeah, and you listened to them. That's on you, buddy.
Apollo, I came back for
Yeah.
you, and
Yeah.
I know you died.
I parked the train and I stepped off and I ran into.
Wait, what happened? You ran off and what?
I stepped off the train after it was
God's
parked,
never gonna
and
tell the story.
I touched the wheel and I died.
All right, everybody get
I parked
on
the train,
Well, I
and then I
appreciate
got
the train.
and I touched the wheel and I died.
Yeah, everyone on the train.
I'm falling in 3.
Get dog.
No, no, no,
No,
no.
no.
Not present. Okay, present.
Okay,
Right, okay. Head count.
Everybody.
So let's
Yeah.
do four.
everyone's here.
Buddy system.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, there's
here.
enough. Yeah, we're all here.
Pulling
Pull
out.
it,
Pulling.
pull it. Pull it.
I'm pulling harder.
I'm not pulling.
all right. Do not get off the train.
Yeah.
Do not get off.
Don't
That's
start.
Even after the door slam.
I walked all the way.
I
Wouldn't it be cool?
I mean, if you jump off, don't stand on the rail.
Lobos, wouldn't it be cool? This railing?
Wait, why did someone leave?
Stand
Wait,
on
I
top
don't-
of which railing?
This one here.
Go for it.
Gray ran out, I think.
Ah.
Ooh.
All right.
Cool.
Okay, which one is locked up?
Yeah, because it's driving me insane. Okay, like,
Okay, okay.
yeah. Oh,
You know what would be cool? You know what?
Might be like directions on the side, maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, man, though.
There's some like railing over to the left. I'm gonna go look over there.
Yeah.
This actually could be a map for the car. You're not wrong. Ah, the fire escape. Wonder what the inside of this map is like. It's got to be a ton of loot. There's a spoder already. What the fuck? Atomic bomb? Oh my. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, everybody inside is fucking dead, dude. Guys, there's a jester. You have to leave. You have to leave. There's a jester that's activating. You gotta get out. Jester, you have to leave right now.
Jester, we gotta leave.
What the hell is this nuke used for? Can I drop this thing? I fucking hope so. Yeah, okay. There is an apparatus insert here. Huh. Nukes don't explode from impact. I don't know how they work in this game. Oh my god, the fucking crew. Everybody made it out. Nice, guys. I found a nuke. Yeah, it's it's over here.
Did you drop it?
I did drop it.
I
It didn't.
every time after Taco Bell.
Okay.
This
My
did
bad,
not
my
sound
bad, my
impressive,
bad.
that
Yeah,
one.
dude, just hearing
This is so hinged.
Yeah, here's the bomb.
Wow. Oh my god. Oh.
Oh. Wait.
Ooh.
Hold on. Oh, wait.
Love us.
Oh, sorry.
Do not. Oh my god. Gently. Gently.
It kind of looks like.
Oh.
Ah!
There is an apparatus insert here too. I don't know what
Anybody
it's
have
for,
a- Yeah.
Wait, what if we put the nuke into that big cannon over there?
but wait, is there a cannon?
Yeah, there's a big cannon here.
Where?
Bring it.
Pan scrap right here.
Holy
Sorry.
shit.
Bitch crap.
That's your minge.
Oh god.
Oh.
Can I put the nuke into the Dementor's minge?
Yeah. You'll stand right on top of the cannon.
Oh wait, I can push it.
Okay, let's push it.
The nuke's name is Huge Herald.
Oh.
Can you,
Cute.
like-
I'm
Well, you
loading
probably
this
Is there like
load
an
up
insert?
front. Yeah, yeah, in here.
Oh wait, is there another spot or?
Can you load it?
There's two cannons.
To put it in the front.
Well, I'm assuming you want to choose
Couldn't.
this enormous.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
In the
Yeah.
front.
There's no.
Oh,
no,
yeah, no. You're right.
I don't know then.
Maybe launch that.
Well, this one.
Oh, there's multiple.
Mm.
I mean, we probably don't want to nuke, I guess. Wait a minute. You remember you can buy a mortar in the shop on the thing?
Where is this thing? I mean, I don't think it goes there. That says apparatus. Unless it's just considered an apparatus? Oh, yeah, maybe you need to put the apparatus in and then you can use the bomb.
Yeah, every time 6-7 gets mentioned IRL and I like go crazy, this is also like, okay.
There's a
Wait,
fire
Max,
escape
there's a
over
new one.
here. May
Actually, there's a new one.
Oh, what?
Wait, Apollo, did you tell her about scuba?
Ah,
There's a what here?
a fire escape right here.
Oh, there's a jester inside. I don't know if you really want to.
Yeah, well, we can look.
it's a good fuck
Yeah.
Finally. It's just you and me.
Mm-hmm. Now let's get some big loot this way. Oh, big loot.
Alright, here's good. Oh, I got the operating tab again.
Nice. Oh yeah, there's another operating panel in here. I'm gonna drop this stuff right here. Look a bit further. A lamp.
Mm-hmm.
It's two-handed. Nothing in here.
There's another fire escape to the left, though I think that's the one that had the jester.
Oh, okay.
Maybe? No, that's a different one, I guess.
Hmm. This fucking honey bear weighs 50 pounds.
It's so heavy, yeah.
The hell? Maybe they grabbed the items. Did you guys get those items I dropped?
We did, yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think we picked most of them up.
There was like 4 of them back there. This is a different fire escape. Oh?
At least I can hear it here. It's in this locked room. Yeah.
Wait, there was a key. There was a key in one of the Oh, it's right here.
Oh, okay, nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, shit, okay.
Oh my god, so much money.
Wait, look, there's a generator here too. What the hell? Jewel case.
Hmm. It's a lamp.
An operating.
It's all two-handers. We need to be...
There's another locked door here.
I think it just goes around.
Oh yeah, maybe. Wow.
You want to grab the jewel? You want to grab the jewel case?
I'm just gonna put stuff.
Where is it? Eh? This way? Oh, okay. Yeah. Thanks. What the fuck? There's a crane here? I could drop stuff here. And?
Yeah, I'm moving everything. I got
Okay.
everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
We can, so here, we can drop stuff. This spot is weird. It's like right, oh shit, Ain. Is he dead? Ain? Are you good? Maybe I should have had let me do it. Yo, Lobos! 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 I see him down there. He can't hear me, though. Lobos! Is there any way to, like, drop down here? Lobos! Is he AFK? Well, I want to use the crane, but I want to get this loot. Lobos! I think he's actually AFK. That's why he didn't hear me. Well, I wanted to try the crane, but I wanted to get the loot too. But yeah, you're right. I should have tried the crane. We have like fucking a million loot here. I need Lobos' help though. Lobos! God damn you! Stop eating your sandwich. Yeah, you could definitely jetpack up there. Hey, buddy, you want to help me real quick?
Hey, do you have the apparatus?
I do.
Oh my god.
But I think we save it for the next day.
Okay. I think we nuke it from where the ship is.
Okay. Yeah, there's a bunch of loot. So up here, Ain died. There was a crane up there that we can interact with. I didn't get a chance to interact with it because I wanted to like get the loot.
Is it like a fire escape or something, or?
Yeah, there's a fire escape that leads out there. It's so many two-handed items though. I don't know if anybody else is alive.
Yeah, I was waiting to launch this nuke, but yeah, we'll do it tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe. I think that's a good idea to wait. I mean, we've got like a ton of loot here. I don't know. I'm gonna check main real quick and see if there's anything else that people left there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the days on this planet are like slower or something. So we've been here for so long. I was there. Okay, I'm just gonna go, I think. I want to help Lobos carry all those fucking items back because there's so many of them. God, this is gonna take us like the rest of the fucking day. Yeah, I think everybody's dead. I didn't find anything. Yeah, they probably got gestured. I don't know. I guess let's just go back and start bringing the items. It's gonna take us a while. But. Why loot when cheat? I mean, we just wanted to go to this planet.
No, aim.
Oh my god, no way. Wait, can we pull it again? Oh.
Why?
That's so...
What happened?
You said Ain. Oh, you... Never mind. I was thinking Ain... Yeah, but that's fine.
Yeah, no.
I forgot he died, and I was like, oh, did we just leave him there? Like, as he approached.
No. That would have been his fault.
Hopefully there's no monsters here.
I'm sure there's nothing. 166 kills.
Careful jumping off here.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, it's really easy to bring the loot back once it's on this thing.
Yep. Very true. Ooh, so heavy. Oh, yeah, that's a lot of two-handers.
Yeah. That jester spawning like right away kind of sucked.
Yeah.
Kind of rough.
Alright. Is that everything?
Just this lamp.
Oh, that. Okay.
Alright.
Never good.
Well, I got 1,300. It's not bad.
Pretty solid. 130 quota. Only 10 times our quota. One go. Are you down to try to nuke this time?
Yeah, yeah, I mean... I don't know what the crane is for, but... Yeah.
Right. I don't know if we have all the parts.
Yeah.
Are we gonna nuke this ship?
Oh, we're gonna nuke.
Yeah.
I lived.
Tippy!
Like, I'm wondering if you can also, like, shoot the nuke.
Damn, man, that
think-
jester
I
was
think this is
crazy.
what
He
we
came
do.
and caught me outside. Insane.
Yeah, I can't believe that Jester killed all
Hmm.
3 of us as well.
Oh,
Yeah. I believe you.
Alright.
Alright.
Well, we got the nuke and the apparatus, so yeah, let's try it out and see what happens.
Let's do it.
You know, fuck.
Alright, so
Are
don't
we
pull
taking
the
that?
speed.
Got the nuke, Andy?
Yep, I got the apparatus.
Yeah.
There's a spot to insert atomic bomb.
Alright, is everybody here?
Hey.
Yeah. I don't know what's gonna happen. We might
Okay.
just all explode. But...
Let's go.
Let's find out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Do it from here though. Place the apparatus.
I don't think can I put it? No, I can't put it yet.
Oh, okay. Then take
Okay, I'm
this.
pulling.
Right. Waiting?
I don't think I mean, the car would be okay, but I really think you just need to use the track. It's so far away.
Oh wait. Oh, then let me put it now.
Oh!
Jesus Christ.
Wait, is this like a spot? Like, is this like, did you just drop it or? Oh no, you
Yeah,
got it.
it said
It's
place atomic
attached.
bomb.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
flat.
Oh.
Oh, I think
Well,
it's
let me
gonna
do it
break the
fast.
red thing.
Oh, you can
might-
set an apparatus. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
God.
Okay.
Ooh,
I
exciting.
think we have to pull the lever
now
back and then we thinned it from the ship.
Oh, maybe?
Maybe?
How does that make
Yeah.
sense?
I'm gonna pull lever.
Wait, what about
Stay on
the-
if you wanna
Okay.
be on.
Okay.
What did...
Okay,
Okay.
I'm pulling.
Would
The
it not
crane is
make
a
more
bomb. I
sense?
wonder if the crane
There's a
is
crane, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. It's faster.
I think it is.
Oh, nice.
Bro, my wig flew off.
God, dude.
Alright, well, let's go back.
Okay, let's go back. Oh, the apparatus made it faster?
Right now.
It is insanely fast. Holy shit.
Right. Nice.
Okay, I think we need to get to the crane.
Yeah, we can
Yeah,
get
we're
it.
trying to find the crane. Alright.
I'll go to
Oh,
the
yeah.
Find it,
fire
people.
I'm gonna push this mortar too, because I think maybe we need to do this.
Oh, careful, the birds here. Go through this fire exit because the birds there.
Okay, yeah, this one's good.
Right.
Don't fuck with that beehive. It's not worth it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, who boil?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
fuck
by the way.
yeah.
And you're. This is fucking dumb.
Well, we just need somebody to be on coil duty, I guess. So, I can swap out with you in a minute, Trey.
No,
This is a dead end, dead end.
Okay.
I mean, as soon as we find the fire
So it's all this way then.
Somebody come.
And
If
also-
somebody can come get me from the main after if you get the.
Yeah.
I'm not just gonna leave you hanging there.
Yeah, nutcracker? Nutcracker?
Oh no.
Oh no.
What happened to Apollo?
I wonder also, unless you went to the entrance, in which case you got mauled by the bird.
Did that shoot?
Yeah.
What is it shooting at?
Probably aim.
I'm gonna go this way.
Okay.
Oh no. Oh wait.
Jester.
Yeah, I think there's a come this way, Larxa.
Yeah.
We need to jump. Look at this thing for me.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Okay, you can jump across now.
On the other one.
Oh
It didn't
my
activate
God.
yet, so I don't know if it.
Yeah.
This is so fucked. Everybody's gonna get eaten.
There's another coil head and a jester. Oh god. Oh my. The jester is running. He's roaming.
Oh my god.
Get out! No!
Yeah. Take the loot. And just.
Oh
Did you
no.
talk to the jester already?
He was apparently like running around.
Oh,
I just
no.
heard little screaming.
Oh my God, go.
Oh my god.
There's a bunch of loot at the fire escape, at least.
Oh, we're gonna have to find the nuke again.
Yeah.
Oh, because it doesn't come off? Oh,
We used all the materials, so I wonder if we have to try to make this work now and like actually use the crane still. Or are we gonna lose it if we just re-roll the...
This map seed is so bad for this too, because like the fire is right next to the main. It's only the one path like deep into the shit. Well, maybe the other fire escape. I think there's like 2 on this map, right?
At least low.
There were so many.
I think there was like 3.
Mm.
At least I remember seeing 3 on the last one.
Yeah.
Why did I have an option to grab the thingy shotgun when I was stood next to him?
You can. It's just.
You can.
It's just because it's like an item. The prompt appears, but you can't actually grab it unless he's dead. Yeah, I think the jetpack is probably the best way to just get up there.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
Do we have money
I
for
mean,
it?
No.
I feel kind of wasted.
we probably only need one of
try,
us on the
but
crane.
I wouldn't be able to do it alone. Like,
Do you,
wanna,
do
like,
you know the
maybe-
way?
well,
Yeah.
I don't know exactly the way, but maybe if the coil heads are there, you can keep an eye on them. But
yeah.
I guess they're a bit
Oh,
left
boy.
already, so.
no.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't really
Most
matter.
likely
Either way,
I'm
we lose
just-
everything regardless.
Gonna die though.
No, not if they don't die.
Well, I mean we lose the nuke either way.
But,
That's fine, but we can come back after a quota when we have money for jetpack and stuff.
Did we? Oh, I guess yeah. Actually, that's true. I don't think we have enough money though, because this costs 2,500.
Yeah, it's really expensive to come here. If it wasn't for that first day, we might have had enough to come back.
Yeah.
maybe we can get in here. It's kind of.
Oh yeah,
But
I
can't
actually
you-
forgot.
Okay, that's
Can't
fine.
you buy Happy Harold the nuke?
I think so, but doesn't it cost like 10,000?
Here now, so.
Yeah, there's no way they survive.
Oh, we're just gonna find a fire exit here.
Okay.
We'll be fine. We just come together, and we'll find a fire exit, and we get to try this thing with.
Fine. Like you.
Two nutcrackers.
The nutcracker on the left.
Sweat scissor man.
Right here again.
One body.
We have to hop across. Click.
Oh.
Oh, this.
We have to go towards the balcony. Okay, let me close this door. Let's go this way. Don't go on that here.
Oh God.
You were the chosen one.
Oh, fucking
I think the room's a dead end. No, I could quit out, but
Okay, how did you all die?
Bro, there's
Big
like
boss
5
fight.
things on me.
Yeah, I had 6 things on me.
I just like gave up on life.
Honestly, fair.
Yeah.
Same.
yeah, that was brutal.
I did this clip.
Well, I mean, I can set up the money again, and we can give it another shot, I guess, if y'all are down.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Make a backup save after you've done it.
Okay, sure. We'll do. Bring jetpacks too. That makes it a little too, well, we could bring jetpack. We could, I mean, I don't know. If we have 3 good days on this planet, we'll definitely have enough. I feel like we'll have enough money to make it, like, to come back again, so. I don't really want to, like, make it too easy, but I could just buy a bunch of jetpacks, I guess. No, finding the fire wasn't too bad, although the map is really fucking big. I feel like we got kind of lucky that one time. Yeah, the inside of this map seems really brutal. Not gonna lie. I guess I'll just eject us.
Oh, nice. Nuke back.
Yay! Happy Harold!
Wait, why is the nuke back?
Happy. Oh.
Oh.
Bye, Happy Harold. I'm taking it with.
Yeah. I think we joined too early.
Oh, that's weird.
We're not supposed to see this.
Bye, Dick.
Ah!
Oh, I was muted. I don't know why the stuff was back. So that should have all been lost. There used to be eyeless dogs. Oh, really? Okay, let's buy all the random bullshit. Okay. I'll make a save this time too. I don't even think that's gonna save, but it's fine. All right. I'm gonna restart the game one more time. I'm gonna back up the save data, and then we'll be good. In case we want to just do Emperor again quickly. Find the fucking. Oh, here we go. Okay. There is a mod actually that makes it so after you pay for a moon, you can go there every time. Like you only have to like pay to unlock the moon once, and then it's like permanently unlocked from that point on. Something like that would be like, honestly, we probably should have used that mod before. But it's okay. All right. Yeah, there was some guy in like the Discord for this mod who was saying that it like makes it better. Yeah, I mean, it's whatever at this point. We're basically at the end. Well, I mean, we already got one of the endings. Okay. All right, I backed up the save.
Ooh, nice.
Nice.
Oh.
The inevitable. I mean, we're gonna do it first time, of course, but just in case we didn't,
Yeah,
you know.
first time. Yeah.
Does it mean when you smell burnt toast and your arm hurts?
That means your minge is broken.
No, I think that's a heart attack, maybe, or a stroke.
No, it's broken minge, dude. I asked my mom.
Oh my god, please.
Whoa!
What? I'm learning about the world.
The word is so vulgar. You actually have like such a vulgar word in
All right, everyone's here.
Well,
Yeah. Let's get out of here because
No
the
one
Mental
uses
Soldier, the Mental Soldier thinks I can't handle it.
Nay, it's not. Nah,
is
nah,
it
nah.
Yeah.
I'm getting
the
gaslit.
C word or worse?
I
It's like
forgot
the
to
C
turn
word
off
for
this fucking mod.
Americans.
Coconuts!
Yeah.
It's like if you
Can I, like,
call someone a
disable
cunt
this
in
thing?
America, yeah.
Okay.
Or if you
That's
call
fine,
if
though.
you call Karen a bitch, that's what it's like. Actually, that's exactly what it is.
Excuse me, my stream is PG-13. Please avoid such
Fuck,
harsh
shit,
language.
cunt, twat.
Clemens, bitch. Excuse me.
Fuck! Are we there
We're all getting
yet?
banned. What about Clussy? What can you say Clussy in the UK?
Clussy?
I need to turn
Yeah.
off this fucking mini map,
Yeah.
dude.
Pussy.
Same.
Clussy.
God damn
Yeah,
it.
Clussy.
Yeah, Clussy. Do you think I just can't say certain words because I'm British?
Yes. Yes.
Like
I do.
what? Like what? Go on.
Like over there.
Oh,
You
guys,
can't say
I have
over
to.
there.
I'm
No,
so
I can
sorry,
see.
but I'm gonna
There,
rehost one more time. I fucking left this
oh,
stupid
fuck.
program on. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, God damn. This is so. I don't want this thing to fuck everything up. I'm sorry, I forgot. I forgot. What, Ella left you? Oh, shut up. I do not make this mistake often, okay, dude? All right. Everybody's gonna be here super fast. Everything will be fine.
Demented. Ow!
Oh my god, my ears.
Oh.
Okay, I'm here. I am gonna be a non-disruptive force to the company.
All right. I backed up the save this time, so if we do like need to rehost at any point, it'll be a million times faster. So, sorry about that.
Okay. Where's Apollo?
She got too tired of the rehosts. Oh wait, I see her.
Apollo? Oh, she dipped?
I see ya.
Wow, I can't believe Apollo dipped.
Yeah, I can't believe she left.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh, she's
Okay,
here.
everybody's here. Let's go, guys. Sorry about that.
Let's go. Grab me by the balls and let's fucking go.
It's stormy. That's not great. Any day now. Pretty sure somebody's alt tabbed. Took a while.
Dude, I don't teleport out the ship.
Uh-oh. The one and done.
Okay, everybody's fine. Everybody get on.
Pulling.
Is everyone here?
On. Better be on.
No, nobody's here.
Oh my god.
These slackers.
Only 99%. That's insane. Jesus Christ.
Everyone's.
Oh, shit. Say you're here as if you were here the entire time. My god.
Sorry, I was putting my fat.
You like kick her off the thing or something? I don't want to hear this anymore.
Do you know what he's saying? Someone translate this.
All right, it's stormy, guys. So put the loot towards like the back of the cart or like the front, I guess.
Okay.
I think there's a fire exit this way to the right. Might go this way.
Yeah, I'm coming with you, twin.
All right. I mean, there should be one over here. I think this one's closer. Oh, it's this fucking place. I hate this place.
Yeah, I was.
Our
once
only way
in
is
this
through the...
place
Alright, let's go in the
in
smoke.
real life. Okay.
Actually... Oh, a trophy. Putting a trophy to mark the way back.
Alright, one left turn.
Hey, buddy.
Jesus Christ.
There is a way. If you want to follow me, we can go. There was like another smoke path we could take.
That might be where I came from. There's a gold trophy.
Yeah, I left that there. Yeah, if we go in here, don't. Yeah.
This is where I came from. This side. Did you come from this side?
This seems different. Oh, God.
This guy behind the well.
He's gonna open the door eventually.
What about this way? I think he's opened at this point.
Oh, this is the.
Like me. Oh, it's that hallway.
Oh. There's an item here.
Oh, I heard screaming. Oh, apparatus? Oh no, golden boulder. Dang it, there was another key. I thought about picking up.
Oh, there's a fire exit right here.
Oh, here's the key as well.
Wait, this might be the.
Is it the troll one?
Yeah, let's go through here and see.
Are you gonna try it?
Oh, right. Yeah, I'll test it. Yeah, it's fine.
Oh.
It's the. Yeah, come out. Come out here. You can take a look.
Let me get this fourth item here. The golden boulder, and then I'll
Okay. There was like some weird eyeball looking thing in there.
in here.
Yeah. Oh, wait, can that lamp be picked up?
Maybe. I'm 145 pounds.
We can just drop it off the ledge.
Oh, this is the top. This is the crane.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh my god.
I survived.
No.
Oh, yeah, it says crane not in position, mortar not in position here.
Okay, yeah. So we need the missile down.
Well, we can move the crane. Oh yeah, it says no atomic bomb on the cart now. So I guess. So yeah, we were close before. We need the apparatus and we need the bomb, and then that's basically it. And then we need to get up here.
Yeah. No. Come on the other side.
What?
That's,
Your mic is like cutting out like crazy.
oh. Okay.
Let's go inside. Oh my god, I'm lagging like crazy. Okay, are you trolling me or? You're,
okay, is this better?
Yeah, it's better now.
No. I was just saying, like, should one of us wait there on the balcony?
Oh yeah, I mean, I don't know if we're gonna find the bomb and everything else, anyways.
Yeah. I guess the apparatus. If somebody were to grab it, then maybe.
Yeah. Well, there's an apparatus here. I could go for this one.
Oh shit. The door never opens, right?
No. Well, you can make it. You just it needs to be the only item in your inventory. So, because I saw Salad make it. So yeah, I'll go for this one, I guess.
Okay.
Careful for the coil heads.
Yeah.
Okay.
If nothing else, drop it by the door. Maybe
Okay.
I'll grab it through.
Sure. Scary. Okay. Well, that's good. There is a way to drop, but you take damage. Yeah. You don't drop here. So when I did this before, I dropped onto this like black wall, yeah.
Okay. Alright. I'm injured. Is it gonna kill me?
Oh, it might.
Maybe I can land on the ledge.
Well, yeah. Goodbye, Lobos. Oh, Lobos. Is anyone else alive, man? I hope it's not just me, man. I kind of feel like it might just be me, though. Maybe people left loot by main? Or the other fire escape? Oh!
Yeah, there you go.
Wait, where's Apollo? Oh, okay. I thought it was one of the other items. I didn't think this one actually... That was stupid.
Fine.
Oh.
We'll get a better interior this time.
And that one was ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, badass, badass.
No,
Yeah, that inside map is... Oh, it's horrible.
Badass.
Dude, I went in there and like literally on my right the sneaky boy was there.
It's fucking stormy again, too. Alright, well... Alright. Give it another shot.
Yeah.
Well,
Kill.
so... Is it just RNG where the nuke is?
I think so. There's probably... Trey, are you here?
Has Apollo gone?
Yeah, she went to go eat. Trey?
First stress, start the question like, how was your day? Thank you for your cooperation.
We can just send it back.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's moving, he's moving, he's moving.
Oh,
Your
okay.
brother is not real. Eat proper food.
2 eggs and potato is a proper meal.
That is eggs and potato. It wasn't even 2 eggs, it was 1 egg.
Yeah, but if it's breakfast, then 1 egg is fine.
No.
1 egg and a potato chip. How is that?
No.
1 egg and...
How is the egg prepared?
Like, you know, one
Glad that you
I
tried.
got like 1 boiled egg and there's like some breakfast. And it's not a proper meal.
Have you ever swallowed a world's egg whole?
No, because I'm not a psychopath.
Oh, yeah, me neither. Haha.
I'm going with Lobos.
Like, the fire escape's right next to each other.
Well, that could be... Oh, no, that's where they came from. I see. You can put that back by the fire escape.
Okay.
Already grabbed. Dang.
Oh, an apparatus? Okay. There's a spider upstairs. I think we have to go past the spider. Yeah.
Which way?
There's a spider up here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, there's a ring.
Well.
Oh, it's safe here. Okay. That scared me. Ain?
Yeah, I'm here.
I mean, I
Where
could.
is the spider?
It's literally blocking the doorway up here, the only way forward.
Really?
I could, like, aggro him, I guess, and then.
Well, I can see him down, though. Like, oh, he's clipping through. I see. Okay. I mean, like.
You go all the way to the left up there. Go, like, around the corner. I'm gonna bait him out.
Alright. Well, there's, like, another way here.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh.
So there's, like.
Wait, he's.
Well, but I mean, yeah.
He's moved. He moved somewhere, but I don't hear him.
Yeah, we can just go this one.
Hmm.
No. I hear him in here. Right? Oh, yep, he's coming. Yes, sir.
Oh.
Oh, there's a lot of shit here. Close the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab all these because this is a ton of loot.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm just. Oh, coil head?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm looking at them, but.
I'll come back after I drop the loot. Hello?
Hello?
Oh, hi. I got a bunch of stuff I'm gonna put outside. It's $400. It just sucks that it's stormy. Oh. You can go put stuff on the cart, maybe? Just be careful with the storm. Ain?
Yeah?
Oh, you're still okay? Alright.
I'm okay, but I'm like actually stuck down. Okay, wait, hold on.
Did you go
I'm
upstairs?
trying to like. Yeah, well, I have him in a room. I'm gonna try to. Oh, yeah, you're here. Yeah, he's right there. I'm gonna try to lock him in.
Well, they can open the doors, but it takes them like 10 seconds.
Where is the door? Is this it?
Hold on, I'm looking a bit further in.
Well, I locked him in, yeah, but.
There's nothing to the right.
Yeah.
Dead end.
We'll try to find the bomb, right?
Yeah. Oh, right. This is where you trapped him. Let's see.
Where'd he go? Oh, he's still there.
Do we go this way? Well, there's an item.
Yeah, I think this. Isn't this like spider room?
Oh, there's a fire exit here.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Wait, this might be the panel. Ain? Wait, he was right there. Where the fuck did he go? Did he fall? Oh no, did he fall? Oh, fuck. Hello? Can you hear me? Lobos? Hey, Lobos! Can you hear me? Well, he saw it. We're in. I want to see if there's anything this way. Oh, it's locked. And there's a key behind the door. Okay, there's a coil head. What's up? Yeah, let's just go.
Did we find the dude?
Careful.
Oh yeah, there's a ring on the ground somewhere.
Yeah, I got it.
Oh, that's the ring. Okay. Yeah.
This thing is going off again. Careful.
All right.
Oh, you put it in the corner. That's nice.
Yeah, we put it in the corner away from the apparatus. It's probably
Take it, yeah.
I'm gonna see if anybody left stuff at main, maybe?
Yeah, time is so slow here.
The snippy guy was the accident.
Okay. I got the valve. Is that a nutcracker?
Yeah.
Oh, you could take that out, I guess.
Okay.
Oh shit. Salad, you good?
Yeah, this is a pile head.
Well, I got like $200. Is there more stuff in there, you think?
Probably. There's like a ton of polygons.
Hmm. I'm gonna go drop this off. Kind of want to try to min-max this if we can.
No, I was about to get dapped.
Oh, careful.
Wait. This new big Valheim custom map came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, called Adventure Map.
Oh, damn. Salad's at main. I'm gonna see if we can get a little bit more stuff, but I mean, I think we got like 1,200, 1,300 bucks right now. We got the apparatus. Oh my god, you got the fucking nuke?
Trey found it, but he's dead.
Oh shit, was he deeper in near main?
Yeah, he's like deeper, and you go left when you enter, and you walk all the way down the corridor, and it's the second left.
Is there more loot?
Those are cool things.
Okay. Yeah, come Lobos. Maybe there's some stuff we can get. Apparently if we go this way, like he said, wait, no, he said left and then all the way down the corridor.
Oh, here.
Oh, I see Trey's body. I got a gun. Wait, oh my god. I think it was this way now. Hello, Lobos?
Yeah, are you trying to find Dave?
Yeah.
Okay,
I think.
come.
I think I'm close.
Yep, yep. Can you find me? Yep, keep on back. You're good. Straight back, straight back, straight back, straight back, straight back, straight back, and left. I'm looking
Okay.
too. Okay. You're good to exit.
Alright.
Yeah, we got good aim. Wonder if
Nice.
there's games
Well, I got the gun. We both got guns. Oh, nice. How the hell did Trey kill so many? I wonder, I guess he had a shovel or something? Bro was going crazy.
Didn't die for nothing. Oh. Your dog.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, let's get the hell out of here, guys.
I'm not playing the Japanese version of it.
Oh, fun!
That's sick, actually. I do it.
Yeah.
Watashi wa Danya desu.
You twist your game in that instead. It just goes Nagato, and then you have to go Nagato and Nanda. And then you go Nagato, Nagato and Nanda. And then you go Nagato, 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 Nanda.
Oh, it's so quick!
What the?
What if the lightning like misses?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was worried about.
I can do one like one scene. I don't even mean know what I do. Oh, I know, like there's these Japanese actors like,
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto.
the book from the Yakuza.
What a weeb! What the hell?
Whenever I was Cinderella, I know Black Panther died. Oh shit!
Careful.
Oh my god.
Oh my ass!
Jesus Christ.
Oh, you gotta put the safety on.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
Well, at least I didn't kill him.
Damn.
Logos, you're American, you should know this.
Well, we got 1900 from that day. That's actually insane. Good job, guys.
Nice. Good job, Adrian. Good job.
So I think we have to make sure that we find the crane controls before we use the apparatus and the thing.
We'll put it on the cart, send it, and then
All right.
You're welcome, guys. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you, Thank you so much.
Yep.
Yeah.
Of course. No
Trey,
problem.
you did big work, buddy.
How'd you kill all those nutcrackers? What happened? Did you have a shovel?
Honestly, I have no idea what happened. I died trying to pick up the nuke.
I see.
Babunox, and then I saw you guys go in, and there's just everything is dead there. So I don't know what happened, but I cannot take the play.
Well, I'll tell you what
credit
happened,
though,
Trey.
but
I saw you die,
glad it
and then
worked
I
out.
had one key, and there were 4 nutcrackers. And then the rest is history.
Alright. I think your gun only has one bullet, by the way, and the other two have two.
One is gonna be. Dig up the shell.
Are we gonna use Emerald?
Oh yeah, there's a shell, and grab the shell.
Dude, there's a shield here. Hey.
Alright, remember, don't place it yet.
Yes.
Let's wait for everybody. Alright. Let's go.
Oh, my gun is full, man.
Maybe it was a different one then. One of them is missing a shot.
Okay. Where'd you go?
All right, let's find that spot, gentlemen. This place could be all right. I don't mind this.
Might be locked in. Locked in.
Oh no. No hidden keys, yeah. Well, that sucks. I think if we just hug right, it's fine.
What the dog doing? Oh, anybody got a key?
Hello?
Any key bearers? What is that? Oh, fuck. Oh, you got the... Yeah, it's about to lock, bouncing around.
Oh, it's a dead end. I guess we gotta go the way Anne went.
I might go to the other fire escape.
Okay.
No, they do. They're in groups with like shelters and
There's a coil, double coil. Okay, you keep looking that way. I'll look behind us. Oh wait, there's like Giga Loot. Oh god. Oh god.
Wait, someone picked up Aiden's shotgun. Stop! Go away!
Yeah, we could have just killed. Oh, that's fine. Oh. Does anyone have a shotgun? Can you blast that fucking baboon hawk?
I have a shotgun.
Oh, they want you to kill the baboon hawk here. It's right here. He's hitting me! He's eating me!
Alright, you stay right there. Wait, can you look at these guys? Oh my god, there's another baboon hawk.
There's another one on me.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dude. Gun, please.
Oh, you almost killed me with the gun. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
It's all good.
I got the eyes. Yeah.
Lobos, come grab this lamp in here. Lobos? Lobos?
Yeah.
There's a lamp in here if you want to come grab it.
Another.
Where the fuck is main?
Can you print the coil here?
Hold on. Bring the coil head? Or. Oh.
Yeah, if you can print the coil here, because I already have two here.
Where is main?
I don't know. I went to the fire escape, which is back this way.
I'm looking at that, I don't know why it moved. It's crazy. Oh, Jester, shit.
Oh no.
There's a bubble dog on me, oh shit.
Oh no.
You gotta come back. Come here, come here. Oh fuck. Dude, they're loose, they're loose, they're loose. Dude, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die.
Where the fuck is main? Oh my god.
Okay. Dude, stop!
Is main this way? Oh my god. Main is not this way. It's so over, dude. Trey died, I'm pretty sure. Now I'm fucking trapped in here because I just couldn't fucking remember the way to main, dude. I have to just leave this loot. Oh, 200 pounds I weigh. Bro. How am I even alive? Where's the Jester, dude? I think it just killed Larksa. I just heard her screaming in the other room. Oh, fuck's sakes, man. Okay, sure. I tried.
Oh god.
Hell yeah, the cheats.
Alright, it's all good.
Hey guys. Infinite tries, baby.
You tried, you tried. That was actually super impressive that you
Thanks, man.
Yeah. You were asking where the Jester was? I closed one of those doors, and he just stood there at the door, so I just waited until I died.
I see.
So
Alright.
at least we still have the stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, oh.
What? To Valentine. Oh shit, that was a new unit! Oh no!
I'll take another shot again.
Alright, I got the apparatus.
I got the news.
Alright,
So I think it's rolling.
Yeah, I'm in.
Ready?
Alright.
Wait. Yeah. Wait, where's Apollo?
Oh no, what a nightmare. Probably already asleep. Ate her like pulled an egg or something and fell asleep.
She probably realized
Oh,
they probably
I love
like,
these
oh, we're
eggs.
getting like getting
Yeah. Yeah, we already fought Jenny because he's just making it up.
Oh, there's a bell right there. Lear activity? Yeah, it's set. It's not anymore, but
It's fine.
oh my god, 200 gold bar.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a coil.
Oh yeah.
What is it?
So like.
Oh, there's a fire escape right here. Wait, I'm gonna see if it's the one.
It could be the.
It's the one. It's the one. Okay, let's bring this loot back first.
Okay.
I
What
think.
does the one mean?
Yeah, let's bring loot back, and then I can place the stuff, and then you can go up and do crane.
Okay.
Well, I guess we want to wait for others, maybe we can tell them.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh god. Why get snuffed by a goddamn tree? I'm so heavy with the gold bar.
Yeah.
So we're gonna nuke those stuff now?
Well, not yet. I'm gonna go push the mortar. I'm gonna try to tell them that we're doing it. See if we can get them. Guys? Hello? We found the room, so we have everything ready.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know where everyone else is. We figured... Oh my god, Larksa. Larksa, come over here.
Yeah, I'm here. Wait, where are you?
Come here.
Yeah.
There is insane loot here. Like, so much.
Oh yeah. It's not because of Trey though?
I don't know. Yeah, grab all that stuff.
Yeah.
Grab the 2 cups, the gold, and the thing. Let's go back.
Just like conjures loot. Hold on, I'm really fucking heavy, like... Oh god!
You can grab this. I'll grab the fruit thing.
Alright. Like Walmart heavy, you know what I mean?
Yo, we got everything that we need to do the thing. So.
I killed a spider and a nutcracker, and I had the scissor guy on me as well.
Good job. Oh, can you grab this dustpan?
You want me to pick up the dustpan? All right, buddy. I
Mm-hmm.
got it.
Okay, now
Good job,
don't
buddy.
die to the fucking dustpan.
Just leave the loot? But we need loot. What do you mean leave the loot?
I got a spare shotgun. I got 2 fully loaded shotguns.
Nice.
Oh, wait.
Yo.
Did you
No, I didn't move the thing yet.
Oh, okay. The other thing in place already.
Oh, what the hell? We got a
Okay,
second
that's
one.
fine.
Yeah, I noticed.
Oh, nice. Okay. I'm gonna go up to the controls. I mean, you guys can come with 2 if you want. I don't. It's really close to the fire escape, so it's easy.
This front car. Yes.
Where's the Mental and Lobos?
I don't know. Maybe Lobos is already there. Okay. There is a coil head. Yeah, it's just right here. You guys can go in first if you want. All right. I'm looking. You guys can go inside. All right.
Oh my god, I just died! Holy shit.
What?
Destroy the seed.
I wonder if we need to take the train away when we destroy the seed.
I think it's fine.
It's sped up now with the I'm around the speeds up the train. I wonder if there might be so we cannot nuke it and take the fleet away and they come back after.
I don't know. I'm gonna fire the mortar. I'm gonna try it. It's going. Okay. Oh god. What does the crane say? Okay.
There's like the giant worms? What the?
Tentacles, yeah.
Don't worry, I have a shotgun. I'll protect it all.
So is it attached now?
No, it went down in the wrong place.
Wait, the train's going back. What the fuck?
Yeah, trade is. Don't push me! Oh my god, you know it killed me.
That's you almost did it earlier too. Wait, oh, it's closing. The gate's closing.
Well, cause Trey took the train back, right?
Was Trey on the train?
The whole thing. Oh,
No, Trey's down there.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
right
fuck.
Can we pull it down?
I think we gotta go back. We might have to run all the way back to the ship.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just
Isn't
run.
there like a drop here or
No.
not?
You don't want to take the fall damage.
Oh my god, Jester. Okay, hold on.
Okay, I'm looking.
Yeah. Look at
All right,
it.
I'm going.
Go.
Okay.
I'll make it.
Okay, yeah.
I'm scared of these fucking tentacles, though.
Nah, that's fine. I got shotgun.
I'm gonna go behind it.
Protect us, Aim.
Is it okay to go behind this? I'll test.
Yeah. Go first.
Okay, it's fine.
Guys, we should jump into the thing. Train's here. I think we're like launching on something to the sky to it.
Oh.
Back here a little bit.
Oh, it's not even all the way back. Okay, everybody's coming, so.
Okay. Everybody? Or
Wait, what about the loot, though?
maybe this is a straight up empty.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be it anyways.
I'm gonna drop some stuff off. Although I guess bringing it, it's so far away though.
It's fine. You can
Yeah, just leave it here. It's fine.
Yeah, we're hacking money anyways.
No way!
Dude!
Oh my god, this is. Trey just fucking died, bro. To a goddamn fucking tree. Okay. Oh, Trey, I'm sorry. I'll hold you, buddy. All right, just fucking push the lever before we die to another goddamn tree.
Push the lever!
Oh, wait, we're going back.
Jesus Christ. So where's the vent then?
Wait, maybe we can drop off the loot first?
Yeah.
I guess I fucked up by dropping some of that shit. Oops.
Wait, send the nuke. Oh, we have 2 nukes.
Yeah, we can save one of the nukes, I guess.
What?
Oh, I'm sorry, Trey.
Yeah, send!
God, I'm kind of scared. I feel like one of us should stay back, but like, I don't...
I want to go with it.
I want to go with it too.
Dude, let's just all do it.
Alright, let's just do it. If we all die, then...
Pull, everybody pull together.
Okay. Leave. Oh. Okay, Alright, I'm leaving. Lobos, you want to stay? We'll have to check her stream perspective later. Oh shit! She's going up! Oh my... Are we dead?
Hello. You're awake. What a wonderful day it is, don't you think? Must have been a while since you last saw the outside. You have a visitor. He claims to know you well. You are not the first to end up here, nor the last for that matter. Terrible things happen to those who work for a company. So many came before you. So many haven't made change. Not you. You were different. You have been rewarded with another month added to your contract.
Oh, yay.
You made it, but you're not done yet. He's here.
What the fuck?
Is that G-Man?
Oh, wait, there's an item here, guys. The
Dude! Are you serious? This is dead! Hurricane is literally the worst.
Oh.
I'm taking off.
Dead the second that thing was
Sad.
Oh my god, that was so good.
Classic, honestly, ending like it was.
Oh my god.
That was.
Does that count as an ending?
Well, so
I don't.
for the ending, we need to do the same thing. We need to get the 2 oils and the. We need to get the oils and the apparatus and then bring it there. But do we have one of the control panels? Because they spawn on that map.
Or maybe that's when we died. Yeah.
Damn.
Wait, Larsa, what did you see? Did you see anything different or no?
No, I just like died straight up. Like the moment it goes vertical, I died. So I saw it from their POV.
Bro, I didn't know you guys said there was an eye descending. I couldn't see anything on my end. I was so confused.
Really?
Yeah.
There had his render distance on 1.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, yeah. I'm not sure. I mean, I could just spawn in the stuff if we want to just see the ending. If you guys want to do that.
You can do that?
Yeah, I could spawn in the items and we can go to the planet.
Pee real fast.
Okay, well, you go pee and I'll rehost and cheat the stuff in, I guess.
Okay.
All right, sure. All right. Do what you gotta do, chat. Well, we already got one of the endings. It's just we have to do the same. We have to like basically repeat what we did before, which is like going to this planet and getting the oil barrels and stuff. But I mean, like we could do it. It's just we just want to see the ending anyways. So we did what was required to get the ending, which is like the new content anyways. Okay. We need an oil barrel. And another oil barrel. And an apparatus. Hello.
Hello, buddy. Dude, that tree falling on top of you was like... Oh. Wait.
That timing was so good.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take us up, and then I'm gonna rehost. Yeah, we got the oil and stuff now. Alright, I'm gonna rehost. No, I don't actually think we did the trial on release. So if we do another, I think this we're gonna just see the ending here, and then that'll be it for today. But if people want to do one more session of Lethal, we could try to go through all the trials on the save, and then yeah, we could try to go for that ending next time. I don't think we really have enough time to like get the oil barrels and all the stuff we need again to get this ending, so I think it's fair just to cheat this in so we could see it. Then the next time if we play again, we could do the trials. Try to go through all the trials. You only need to do the last. I was under the impression you needed the tickets from all of them, no?
Report to the company building immediately to sell your scrap metal and other goods. You have 0 days left to meet the profit quota.
Yella.
You can use the terminal.
Hello.
To the company
Look, we found some oil barrels.
Sweet.
Oh, Oh wow! I can't believe you brought those
You're
with
so
you.
good.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
Damn, Amazon one-day delivery, man.
Impressive.
All right.
We just need salad now.
Yeah. Sal's gone. He's already booted up Dark Souls 1.
Yep.
Wow.
So, did that.
All right.
I'm gonna go get fucked again. Alright.
Fuck you saying?
They
I didn't
said
say
you were
anything, I was
booting up
local.
Dark Souls 1 again.
I actually just was.
All right. We need to sell 1250, guys.
Well,
Yeah, 1250 to go to the planet.
taking a big golden boulder.
Okay.
The boulder is
Well, I can't actually see any.
You can't yawn. It's like midday for you.
Can we sell this? This is the only thing I can see. Is, like a giant map.
That should be enough, I think.
What does the Biomonty be?
Be quiet.
You can grow it?
We can see how much it is real quick. We might need to sell that.
100.
Oh, okay. We do not have enough.
We sell more.
Yeah, 270 more.
Okay.
Oh, I can actually see stuff outside. Of
Yeah, sometimes it'll bug out like that.
Here, do we need this?
I think I probably got enough now. I guess we're gonna get overtime as well.
Oh yeah, true. Okay, so it should be enough.
Yeah, sell this. Sleepy time, Larksa?
Oh my god, I'm so sleepy. Oh yeah? Oh, thanks. I'm gonna put this in my living room, okay?
Okay, yeah, sure.
I think we're good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What happened? I thought you were gonna put it in your.
Yeah, I decided to put it in my ship.
Oh, okay, sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it like right here. There.
Oh, that's a good spot.
Yeah.
Here, this is for you.
Holy.
You begin your self-defense
Holy
measures.
new.
If the crew member is strapped,
Yeah.
ask a question like, "How was your day?
Whoa.
Thank you for your cooperation and happy travels."
Look, it's Larsa.
Report to the company building immediately to sell your scrap metal and other goods.
Alright.
3 days left to meet the profit quota.
There's a cat on the
You can use
TV.
the terminal to route the autopilot to the company building.
I wanna see.
If an entity has come in contact with a crew member, please refrain from immediate self-defense. Instead, ask the crew member the following.
Holy
Is the
lag.
entity being aggressive? Are you injured? Do you need assistance? If the answer to all of these questions is yes, you begin your self-defense measure.
Alright.
Oh,
If the crew
okay.
member is strapped,
Everybody grab the stuff, grab the barrel, grab the apparatus. Does anybody have the new the ending item thing?
Oh god, where is it?
Where's the chunk?
Did somebody put it in the?
It was just on the ground. No one. Did he move the car?
I didn't sell the chunk. I did not sell the chunk.
Nobody sold the chunk, right? I didn't sell the chunk, did I?
being aggressive. Are you injured?
It's
Do you need assistance?
Oh, okay. Jeez. Right.
What? Somebody has it?
Okay, this is the guy.
I just got it outside the.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
What would you guys do without me? You guys would have been and we would have had to wait
That's
for
true, we
another
would have
3
actually
weeks.
reached that, yeah.
3 weeks for an ending.
My god. 8 bucks for these things to see how long go.
Yeah.
Alright.
Beautiful.
Single bullet.
Good comp, good comp. Nice, nice. I'm on lever duty.
Okay, okay.
I'm levering.
I'm pulling it.
I'm making sure I'm not dying.
Yeah. Don't stand on a Dane.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Is that all of us? Wait, we're gonna have a Lobo.
Yep.
I was cranking.
Okay, okay.
Alright, let's go.
Alright, I'm putting in the thing. Give me a sec.
The chunk?
Alright. The chunk has been placed.
That escape.
Alright.
It's been a pleasure.
Okay.
I think there is also an ending just for not placing an item. So if we wanted to see that one too after this one, we could. If we could just restart. But
Yeah. Let's do it.
Trey sounds like he's so done.
he's tired.
I'm not
Sure.
Try.
So excited.
Oh, because Finland is like an hour ahead, right?
Ray lost to a tree. I lost to a tree as well. Yeah, it's late for Trey. Wait, we're here again. Are all of the endings in this room? I guess so. I don't know. Maybe this is the good ending. This was your apartment. You don't think this is the good ending? Imagine this is it. We just like look around and we're just fine. Oh god. The fuck? Well, that one wasn't as interesting. Flashbang ending. Well, do you guys want to see the other one? I don't know if it's going to be much different, but... Alright. I'll rehost real quick. Just rejoin right away. No, we used the chunk. But I think there's an ending without the chunk too. So we're gonna check that real quick.
Oh, I see.
Are there like 4 endings?
I don't know how many there are total, actually.
Oh.
Not sure. Ains here, just waiting on salad.
You have like a...
Okay.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
That was a cool.
2 of the endings you're missing are related to the Outlast trials. Oh, okay. Is that it?
Looked unfair.
Huh?
All right.
Woohoo! Yippee! Yippee! Yeah, we're chunkless. Chunkless. Okay.
Someone else can crank this time. Watch.
You gotta move it one more time? Okay.
Oh, there are 4 endings apparently.
Apparently there's 6.
There's 6?
Apparently
I
there's...
heard there's 7.
There's... Apparently there's like one with the Outlast trials thing. Or 2 related to the Outlast trials stuff. And then... Apparently there's one on the Utrol map. Which I guess is just an item you find or something. I don't know.
Cool.
So this gotta be like the worst ending.
Yeah,
From the other
I wonder if any of them are good. Like, do you just get to live peacefully?
You know, I noticed those tentacles where we got Chunk of Health from are the tentacles from the company, you know?
Mm-hmm. True. Alright, you guys.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Escape.
Stop it.
We'll go.
What do you jump off?
Man, I'm so tired.
Hi, tired. I'm Lorxa.
Yep. Oh, you're so funny. Wow.
Thank you.
He's
That's how I
right.
became a streamer.
Funny looking. Haha.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Oh.
What?
God.
Salad.
Let's see what happens now. Oh my. Damn, we're PTSDing. Oh, okay, Aditate, I see. The music.
Cool.
Yay! All right, GG guys.
GG. That was fun.
Yeah.
GG. It only took us like 15 sessions.
Yeah.
But we did it.
We did it.
We did it.
All right, go to bed, Salad.
Yeah. Have a good one, guys. Oh my God. Lobos has been waiting for that.
Oh my God. Jesus.
You have no more ammo.
Shit. Which ones? No, they're empty. Uh-oh. Oh, there it goes. Okay.
No!
I will jump. Oh, I thought the edge was the world was closer.
All right. GG, guys.
GG.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Should have went up the stairs, yeah. Yeah. I don't know if we're gonna go for the other endings. I guess we could, like, look them up. I mean, if people are down to do, like, one more session, but I feel like, well, I don't know. Some people would maybe be down to try to get the other endings. I don't know. I'm not gonna worry about that right now, though. But yeah, that was really fun. This mod was a blast. It was quite a journey. I wonder if any of the other endings are more, like, positive. But yeah, thanks for joining, everybody. Was a fun stream. I'm gonna find somebody to raid. I want to go see, like, I want to go see Hokum. Maybe I'll go do that. I know it hasn't been super long stream today, but I think I'm just gonna call it here. Yeah, there was some, dude, that tree hitting me at the end. Guys, I found the item! Boom! Just fucking tree to the head. It was so good.